Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're in the world. I'm Masiri Pereira from England, and today I am going to talk about how to apply to study in the UK and what I do and how I can help with your education and visa opportunities in the market. So stay tuned. I'm here to support you all the way. If you are someone who's looking forward to come to the UK for higher education, I am here to support. So stay tuned. I'll be there for about 1 or 2 hours with you live. I'm live on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and on TikTok. I hope you can hear me well, see me well. I am on TikTok as well. So if you want to, I'm live on TikTok and all social media platforms, and this is my Facebook and TikTok, Instagram, and social media live for everybody. If And I'm going to give you information about how to apply to study in the UK, and I am going to give you more information about your UK university. Stay tuned. Most of you know me. I've been doing social media live for several months now, and I have many followers. And I'm going to inspire people in the world to apply to study in the UK, or we are partnered with a number of universities in the UK, USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Dubai, Europe. So, if you want to know more details about me, go to rcdpereira.com and I can get you more information. If you want to apply to study in the UK, I'm recruiting international students to all UK universities for September intake. We have May intake as well. So if you're someone watching this live from any part of the world, thinking of applying to study in the UK, you can contact me. The numbers are displayed in the screen. Um, you can contact me on +44 773 58 277 59 is my UK number. You can contact me if you want to apply to study in the UK. Uh, and if you want to study in the UK, you can apply. If you're in Sri Lanka, you can also contact me on these numbers. I'm live on social media platforms, and I want to give you more information about how to apply to study abroad. Hello, everyone. People who don't know me, I am Asidi Pereira from asidipereira.com, and I am inspiring students across the globe to apply to study in the UK, USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, or study abroad. And also, I am inspiring students to get into higher education. I am based in the UK, and I have offices in Sri Lanka. So if you're someone who's in Sri Lanka and who wants to apply to study in the UK, you can contact me. I have my teams in place, and I have systems in place, and we have helped thousands of students across 14 different countries to come into the UK for higher education opportunities, and we have helped many students to get into a good university course that they prefer, and we have helped them with visas, accommodation, finding jobs. So stay tuned. I'm going to give you some information about another university as well. So stay tuned. Um, with me for about 1 hour. I'm going to give you more information about how to apply to study in the UK and why you should come to UK, what are the documents needed, how much it's going to cost, all the information.
Joining our training today. It's great to see you here, and hopefully you'll find out lots of useful information that you'll be able to take out to your students and help them to choose whether or not Reading is the right university for them. So as well as me, you're going to hear from colleagues from all the way across the global recruitment team, looking after lots of different regions across the world. And you'll hear about some great information, such as about Reading Town, our accommodation, our facilities, our foundation and pre-sessional English programs, some subject highlights, and then all about our fees and funding and our entry requirements. So I hope you enjoy this, and I'll see you at the end. Thanks.
Hi there, my name is Andy and I'm the head of the International Office at the University of Reading. Just to say it's pronounced Reading, although you might read it as reading. So my team and I will be really happy to talk you through the various bits of training relating to the university. So let's make a start. So first of all, we're very proud of our reputation. You can see here a statistic saying we're in the world's top 20% of institutions. That's the top 20 of the QS World Rankings. So for example, this year we're 169th in the QS World Rankings, which obviously places us amongst the elite universities in the world. And we think that's a really attractive proposition that we can offer to prospective students who might be thinking of coming and studying with us. So just a little bit more about our background. So the University of Reading is actually quite an old institution. We wouldn't classify ourselves as an ancient university. That accolade would go to places like Oxford, Cambridge, Edinburgh University. But we've actually been in existence for over 125 years, starting out as an extension college of Oxford University, which is actually quite close by to us. And in the year 2026, a couple of years' time, we actually celebrate our centenary of having our university charter. So that's a very special milestone coming up. In the photograph, the black and white image you can see there, you can see our former Queen with one of our previous Vice-Chancellors. The other graphic you've got there points to a very substantial investment in the university campus. It's now been going on for quite a few years. So what you've got there is an image of the library, which is a facility that's open 24 hours a day during term time. But otherwise, we've invested a very significant sum in the resources we can offer students, both for their teaching and learning, but also in terms of accommodation, in recreation, and in just all kinds of other social activities as well, because we recognise that coming to study in the UK isn't just about coming to get a degree, but it's also about finding a really good environment in which to live also. I touched on our campus. You can see an image of it there. That's basically what it looks like right now as we're into springtime here as I do this presentation with you. We've received our Green Flag Award once again this year. That's 13 years in a row, but it's a wonderful, beautiful environment in which to come and study. So it's a very large campus. There's wilderness areas, there's parks, but pretty much all of the resources, all of the facilities you need are on that main university campus, although we also have some other sites nearby, which one of my colleagues will talk about in a separate soundbite. Otherwise, if you're just getting orientated and figuring out where Reading is, we're very close to London, so it's less than 30 minutes by train, and there are many, many trains throughout the daytime as Reading is a major transport hub. And then just to close off with me, I touched on our world ranking before, and obviously these get updated every year, but you can also see some other accolades the university's got there. A multiple Queen's Anniversary Prize winner, #1 this year in the UK in the People and Planet Awards. But I think one thing I'll close off with that we're particularly proud of, and that's our research credentials. The people who teach you are expected to be active researchers pushing back the frontiers of knowledge in their field, and we hope that means that regardless of what studies you're coming to do, you're getting taught by people at the forefront of their subject area. I'll finish my little introduction right there. I'll pass to Frankie to talk about the location and Reading City Centre.
Hi there, my name's Frankie Hearn and I'm one of the senior regional managers in the global recruiting team here at the University of Reading. So I'm going to talk a little bit today about the location of Reading and a bit more about Reading town. So as you will have heard in the previous presentation, Reading is quite close to London. We're based in the southeast of the UK. We're actually under 30 minutes away from London Paddington. So the fastest train that you can get between Reading and London Paddington is about 23 minutes. And we're also linked up to the London Underground network through the brand new Elizabeth line. Because we're so close to London, it does also mean we have fantastic connectivity with international airports. So we have London Heathrow International Airport, that's a 45-minute bus ride away, and also London Gatwick International Airport. It's about 90 minutes away by a direct train link. You can see a couple of other locations on the map here to help orientate yourself, but you can get to Oxford in about 30 minutes, for example. You can get to Birmingham in about 1 hour and 30 minutes. And you can actually get a direct train all the way up to Scotland if you'd like to as well. In terms of Reading itself, Reading is a regional hub for culture, shopping and recreation. And hopefully I like to think that means that there is quite a bit to do in the local area. So the picture you can see here is the food market that takes place on Reading campus every Thursday during term time. But Reading itself is a very international town. We do have lots of different nationalities that live here locally, and it means that there's a real variety in cuisines that students are able to access, and a lot of international supermarkets, for example. In terms of things that happen in the local area, we do have Reading Festival that happens here every year, and this is one of the biggest music festivals in the UK. So people come from all over the country and internationally to come and visit Reading Festival over the 3-day, kind of over the bank holiday weekend, which is the national holiday in August. In terms of other things to do in the local area, there are a lot of museums and art galleries, there are independent theatres, independent cinemas, lots of sports for people to watch, and also Reading is surrounded by very beautiful classic English countryside. In terms of employability, Reading is a commercial centre in what we call the Thames Valley. in the UK, and this is a bit like the Silicon Valley in the US, in that there are a lot of blue chip and technology companies that are based nearby. So we have the UK headquarters of Microsoft and Oracle that are based in Reading, and a lot of other very large multinational companies that you can see on the map here, such as KPMG, Deloitte, Huawei, PepsiCo, and actually quite a lot of pharmaceutical companies. And you can see one of them there, which is Johnson & Johnson and also JSK, leading out towards London. What this does mean is there are a lot of other small to medium-sized enterprises that are based in this local area, creating a lot of internship opportunities for our students and also post-study work opportunities as well. So hopefully that's given you a little bit of an idea about what Reading's like, a place to live and a place to get some internship and work opportunities as well. But now I'm going to pass over to my colleague, Mega, who's going to give you some more information about our University of Reading campuses.
Hello, my name is Mega, and I'm the Regional Manager for the Americas, Central Asia, and East and Southern Africa here at the University of Reading's International Office. And I'm here to tell you more about our wonderful campuses. So we have 2 main campuses in the UK and 1 in Malaysia. Our main campus is called White Knights. It's a 130-hectare parkland with a blend of modern and historical listed buildings. This campus includes a lake, woodlands, and the popular Harris Garden, all available for students, staff, and the local community to enjoy. It's a great place to study and unwind. And I'll talk more about this campus in a moment. Next is our London Road campus, which is one of the university's original campuses and is just a short walk from both White Knights campus and the town centre. It is a peaceful campus with traditional cloisters and green spaces. Our London Road campus is also home to 2 of our departments. So we have the School of Architecture and the Institute of Education on this campus, as well as the Great Hall where our graduation ceremonies take place. The campus also hosts the dairy, which serves local and global craft beers and food. And it is a fantastic place for socializing, playing pool, or watching any sporting events. Next is our Malaysia campus, which is located in Johor Bahru, which is also one of the world's top student destinations. This place is known for its diverse culture and offers thriving learning environment. Our Malaysia campus consists of 2 buildings that are connected by a central parkland area known as the Heart Space. And here on campus, students have access to modern facilities for teaching, for research, and for socializing. Now, in this slide, I'd like to talk to you more about the White Knights campus, which is the real hub of University of Reading life. As mentioned before, it is set in 130 hectares of stunning parkland and offers plenty of places to eat, shop, study, and socialize. Everything that you need is in one place. The site has received 13 consecutive Green Flag Awards, recognizing it as one of the Britain's top green spaces. This campus is home to our library, Reading Students' Union, 2 on-site museums, shops, cafes, and 360-degree, which is a large venue that offers a variety of student-led events. This campus also houses many of our teaching and research facilities, including our academic departments, our modern, well-equipped study spaces, as well as several halls of residences. All of our campuses provide a friendly and thriving environment for our students, and we can't wait to welcome you. I will now hand over to my colleague, Helen, to talk more about our subjects.
Hello and welcome to the University of Reading White Knights campus. White Knights is our main campus and a real hub for university life here at Reading. It's big too, 130 hectares to be exact, and is where most of our schools and student services are located. The campus has also won 9 consecutive Green Flag Awards, listing it as one of the UK's best green spaces and a great place to live and study. But it's not just a green campus on the outside. 100% of our grid electricity now comes from renewable sources. The first thing you'll see when you arrive on campus are our playing fields and sports facilities. Sports Park is our main centre for sports clubs and exercise, but its main attraction to students is its recently re-equipped gym. As we carry on towards the centre of campus, you'll see our tennis park with its 3 indoor and 5 outdoor courts, as well as our all-weather floodlit pitches. This is the heart of student life and where most of our on-campus accommodation is located. We have a variety of room types to choose from, ranging from premium en-suites to rooms with shared bathroom facilities, and all of our halls are no more than a 15-minute walk away from the centre of campus. We're now heading towards the centre of campus. On the way, we'll pass Henley Business School and Minghella Studios. These buildings are great examples of our cutting-edge interactive technologies. Henley Business School also houses the ICMA Centre, where finance students use simulation terminals to get hands-on experience of live trading. Minghella Studios is home to our film, theatre and television students and includes 3 professional performance spaces, a 100-seater cinema and an experimental studio space. This is our main quad and the hub of activity on White Knights campus. 2 more of our academic teaching buildings are here, the Edith Morley Building and the Palmer Building. If you have lectures here, you'll be within easy reach of our amazing cafes, including our 100% vegan and vegetarian cafe, Dolce Vita. The Palmer Building has our largest lecture theatre, which can seat over 400 people and is also used as an independent cinema. And this is the Carrington Building, where our student services are based. These include the careers team, the disability advisory service, counselling and wellbeing services, student welfare and financial support. And here's RUSU, our students' union, run by students for students, and you'll automatically become a member when you join. The RUSU building provides a number of services and shopping outlets, including our all-important bookstore. There's also a co-op supermarket and bank situated here, so you'll never be caught without your essentials. This is our brand new library. It's recently undergone a full refurbishment, costing over £40 million to make it an incredibly versatile study space. The library is open 24 hours a day, except for Saturday nights, and has its own cafe. It's a great place to study independently and in groups. This is our brand new Health and Life Sciences building. It's equipped with state-of-the-art digital teaching and research labs, and it's also home to our Cole Museum of Zoology, one of 7 museums and special collections that we have here on our campus. This great outdoor space is what we call the wilderness. It includes a natural lake banked by woodland and wildflower meadows, and it's home to all kinds of wildlife. Nearby are the Harris Gardens, with landscape flora collections, an apple orchard, and even a small apiary of beehives. The university also has a secret garden, but we'll leave you to find that. We're now at Early Gate, the opposite end of campus from where we started. On this side of campus, you'll find subjects like agriculture, meteorology, psychology, speech and language therapy, and art and typography. There's more accommodation on this side of campus, with rooms in Bridges and Wessex Hall and views overlooking the lake. And that brings us to the end of our tour. We really hope you've enjoyed looking around White Knights campus with us, and as you've seen, it really does have something for everybody. Thanks so much for joining us, and we hope to see you soon.
Hello everyone, my name's Helen and I'm the Regional Manager for Europe and UK International, and I'm going to be talking to you today about our subject highlights here at the University of Reading. So just to briefly go over our portfolio of courses, you can see on the screen there, we offer quite a wide range of subject areas. I would say we offer most common subject areas in the UK, and the main ones we don't is medicine and engineering. But as you can see, we've got quite a large portfolio from agriculture through to business, education, mathematics, psychology. We also have a campus in Malaysia, which my colleague Mega has previously mentioned, and we offer a selection of our courses on this campus that will be taught from Malaysia. These are mainly undergraduate courses, but we also offer a selection of doctoral programs as well, and you can see those detailed on the slide here. So the main areas that we do offer fall under our business school, as well as the accounting and finance programs, law, psychology. I'm now going to briefly talk about some of our subject highlights and the kind of facilities that we have to offer at Reading. So on campus, we have a number of industry standard facilities for students to both learn but also research within. So things like a food processing centre, 15-hectare crop research unit. We also have NHS clinics on campus for our psychology and speech and language therapy courses, where students are able to learn about how to actually put what they're learning into practice. I've got a number of rankings on the screen there from the Complete University Guide that you can see. So notably, we are 3rd for building, number 9 for speech and language therapy, 12 for arts. I won't read all of them, but you can see those fantastic rankings on the screen there. I'm now going to briefly talk to you about our business school. So you may or may not have heard of Henley Business School before, but it's one of the oldest business schools in Europe, and it was founded in 1945. Now, the business school has a number of rankings within itself. So you can see that they're 1st in the UK for land and property management, number 7 in the UK for finance, and 40th in the whole world. So the business school is something that we're very, very proud of, and they have purpose-built facilities within the business school. For example, our ICMA Finance Centre, where we regularly have people come and train their companies within that facility. We also have 100% of our students for MSc Digital Business being in employment or further study within 6 months of graduation. So the business school is another element of the university that we're very proud of. I'm now going to pass over to my colleague Shu. He's going to talk to you a little bit about the foundation programs at the university.
Hello everyone, my name is Xu Zhang. I'm Senior Regional Manager for East and Southeast Asia at the University of Reading. So today I'm going to talk about foundation courses and pre-sessional English offered by University of Reading. So at University of Reading, we do offer pathway courses for students who haven't met our degree level qualifications, like for example, for undergraduate foundation, if they haven't got A-level equivalents, they can't start from foundation. We do take students from GCSE level. So for international foundation, we offer 2 types of foundation at University of Reading. So if students haven't quite decided what degrees they want to do, they can start from standalone international foundation program. So this is just 1 year. They can start either in September or January, and then they can go to their progressed degrees. We also offer a 4-year integrated foundation program. So for students who have already decided which degree they want to study, but they haven't quite got the degree, the A-level equivalence for the degree, they can start from this integrated foundation. It's a 4-year program, and it's 1 class. So for the admission process is slightly different. For the standalone foundation, they can apply directly with us. But for the integrated foundation program, they have to apply through UCAS. Apart from that, we also offer pathway programs through our partner On Campus. So On Campus is a private education group, so they offer foundation programs with us. Students also study on campus at our White Nice campus, and they can progress to one of our degrees. For art and degree and business courses, we offer undergraduate pathways exclusively from on campus in the UK. Students can also do pre-master courses through on campus. So if they haven't quite met the entry requirement for master's degree, they can do pre-master's degree with on campus Reading as well. But they have to apply through on campus directly. And you have to be on campus agent to get commission from on campus. So next, I'll talk about pre-sessional courses. So these are for students who want to study with us, have got an offer, but haven't quite met the entry requirement for English. So they need to have a current IELTS or equivalent English resource. And then you can use that result to apply either 6 weeks, we have 6 weeks, 10 weeks, 13 weeks, and as long as 20 weeks of English. We offer English either online or on campus. So for students who want to study on campus in Reading, usually the deadline to apply for pre-sessional is roughly 1 month before the course start date. But if they want to study online, they can also choose to do so. The deadline is a bit more flexible. It's usually 2 to 3 weeks before the course start date. We don't offer all pre-sessionals online. Usually the summer pre-sessionals are offered either online or on campus. But we also have pre-sessionals starting in January, for example, that's usually just on campus. Subject to some other eligibility, for example, students' academic entry requirement, academic degree, and also when their pre-sessional courses ends, we could also offer combined CAS. There is a website to check online to see if they meet entry requirement for combined CAS. Once they finish pre-sessional English, they don't need to sit the English test again. For example, they don't need to sit IELTS again. They just need to pass the pre-sessional to enter their degree course. So that's all about pre-sessional and pathway courses from University of Reading. And now I would like to pass to my colleague Claire to talk more about our accommodation choices.
Hello everyone, my name's Claire. I'm one of the regional managers looking after the Middle East and North Africa here in the Global Recruitment and Admissions team at the University of Reading. And I'm going to talk to you today a little bit about our accommodation and some of our other university facilities. So as a campus university, we're really lucky that we have got a really good range of student accommodation. We have nearly 5,000 rooms available for students to stay in on our campus. The majority of those rooms are going to be based on the White Knights campus, so very easy access to student facilities and your teaching. We have a small number of accommodation halls which are off campus, but these are a 10 to 15 minute walk from the main entrance, so still really easy to access everything you need. You will be guaranteed accommodation as international students for the first year of your course, as long as you apply for your accommodation by the 1st of August in the year that you'll be joining us. There's a great range of different accommodation options for the students to look at. Everyone has their own room, but there's options, for example, to have their own ensuite rooms with private bathrooms. We have premium ensuite rooms. We have a small number of studio flats. And also options with whether you would like to be catered and have your meals provided as part of your accommodation package or be self-catered. Prices do range depending on the sort of accommodation that you opt for. Prices start at £140 per week. And we've got 40-week and 51-week contracts available. Students in the second and third year of their degrees can apply to stay in university accommodation, but the accommodation guarantee is for new students. So a bit about our other facilities. Very important, our library. It's recently had over a £40 million investment, really nice study space, over 1 million books there, but also access to a lot of the online materials that increasingly students are needing to use. And it's actually open 24 hours a day during term time. So a great place to study in the peace and quiet, and also some nice study pod areas as well. For students interested in sports, we have wonderful range of different sports facilities and different sports societies that students can get involved with, including a really nice gym. We also have indoor and outdoor tennis courts, athletics pavilions, lots of outdoor sport with things like football, rugby, cricket in the summer. So plenty of things to do, whether it's competitive sport that you're interested in doing or just for relaxation. There's a lot of support for international students at the university. One of the things which we encourage students to have a look at are the free courses that we offer once you're here as a university student to enhance your language and academic skills. So that includes support with academic writing, if you want a little bit of support with speaking. So it's students who've already met the English requirements to start their degree course, but feel they'd like a little bit of extra support whilst you're here. I mentioned about sport, but we've got over 150 different clubs and societies, and you'll find out about those during the Welcome Week. There's opportunities for one-to-one appointments with a range of support staff. I'll talk about careers in a moment, but every student will have an academic tutor who will meet with them regularly to talk about not just their academic side of things, but also their personal issues that they may have, career support, that sort of thing, and things like immigration advisors, study advisors, and so on. And our careers support is something we're very proud of here at Reading, starting right from when you first arrive. If you're interested in a part-time job, then that's something our careers service will help you with. They organise a lot of different careers events, so things like graduate fairs, employers regularly coming onto campus, things like our finance industry insights, our law fair. We have other things with organisations such as Thrive, where undergraduate students are put in touch with some of our alumni who are now working and can help them with careers guidance. Opportunities with our Reading internship scheme to take an internship either whilst you're doing your degree or perhaps over the vacation. And alumni will get access to our careers service up to 2 years after graduation. So it's a support that's there for our students after they've left us as well. So that's been a bit of an overview about our facilities and our accommodation, and I'm now going to hand over to Andy, who's going to talk a bit more about fees and funding support. Thank you.
Almost every building on campus has its own study area. It might be an open space like in Palmer, or a separate room like in Miller Building. Henley Business School, for example, has both an open space and their own tiny library. But of course, the main library on campus has much more options. There is a space for group meetings on the 2nd floor and individual seats on the 4th and 3rd floors. But the most important, you always can go and find a comfortable cubicle with lights and sockets on the 3rd floor behind the bookshelves. We also have a perfect place on the top floor. It's a quiet area for PhD students, but actually for everyone. By the way, if you will need a space to think about what you just read, you can visit Chaplaincy. They have their own reading area with a beautiful window. Whatever you choose, I hope I will see you on campus.
Hello again, it's me, Andy. I'm back talking with you this time about the fees and the funding at the university. So basically, how much it will cost and ways in which we can help support students with some financial aid. And obviously, this tends to be a question we get asked about a lot. So hopefully the next 3 slides will come in very handy for you. So first of all, these are the costs of study for the academic year 24-25, and the academic year here runs from September. So tuition fees are banded normally according to what we would say are classroom-based courses and laboratory-based courses. So obviously sciences tend to be a little more expensive for us to teach. usually have more contact hours, and therefore the tuition fee is higher. For master's programs, we have a lot of non-standard fees, so just be aware that although it shows those band 1, band 2 fees there, a lot of courses will have a separate tuition fee. It'll be broadly in the range that you see, but the most important thing is that information is published on the website. So whenever a student looks at a profile for any course, it'll show what the fee is. And also the tuition fees can be paid in 2 installments. So do be aware that although at least 50% of the annual tuition fee must be paid by the time the student commences their studies, they can then pay the second installment in semester 2. If a student has a sponsor, normally an embassy, a government, or something like a full scholarship like Chevening, then we can invoice the sponsor directly, but obviously we will require proof that they have that financial aid already in place. For undergraduate though and PhD, there are only those 2 bands that you see there. It's only master's programs that have those non-standard fees that I mentioned. The currency obviously in the UK is pounds sterling, so check exchange rates. There can be some volatility in different bits of the world. And then just finally, at the very top of the slide there, you can see we've given a projection for estimated living expenses. These are variable costs, so I'm afraid we can't give you a precise figure. Depends on the accommodation the student selects, the kind of lifestyle they lead, you know, the extent to which they like to go out, the extent to which they just prepare meals in their own accommodation, that kind of thing. But we think that range that we've quoted there up to about £1,400 a month for an individual student is about right. Obviously, if the student brings a family with them, that fee will increase, that living expense will increase quite a bit. So that's how much it'll cost. And this is how we can help students spread the burden of their studies. So our flagship undergraduate scholarship scheme is called the Vice Chancellor's Global Scholarship. Those awards are currently worth £4,000 every year. We give out 100 of those every year to our international students. There's an application process. So although we get their application for study through UCAS, they are asked if they wish to apply for a scholarship, they fill out a separate form. But we contact everybody who's made an offer of admission and give them that opportunity to apply. The photograph you see there is one of our scholars with our university president at the scholarships reception that we hold every year to celebrate the success of our students in receiving these scholarships. Important to stress, £4,000 clearly is not a full ride. It's not going to make a huge difference to the cost of study, but it will obviously make a contribution. And I think the other thing to say here, of course, is it's part of the recognition that comes with a scholarship. These aren't automatic awards. These are given out on the basis of academic merit. The deadline for scholarship applications this year was in the middle of April. We can change the scholarship programs a little from one year to the next, so do just refer to our website to make sure that things haven't changed if you're looking at this a little bit further in the future and it's a new academic year. So that's for our undergraduates. And then for our master's students, a similar process is in place at the moment. They can apply for a scholarship. The master's scholarships that my team administer are worth £5,000 each, but we also look after a load of subject scholarships for our academic schools. So that means you could end up with 2 awards of £5,000, making a scholarship of £10,000. There's also awards offered by Henley Business School, which is by some margin our biggest recruiter of master's students. And what will happen is, like the undergraduate scholarships, we publish information on the website, but in order to be considered for the scholarship, you've actually got to have applied for the program and been offered admission. So don't ask us about funding before you've actually applied for the degree. We need to know we can admit you to the program before we can consider you for financial aid. So lots of scholarships available for master's study. These are just the awards that the university funds themselves. We get a lot of scholarships through donors, through external organizations as well. And a lot of this information, again, is published on the internet site. So, you know, a great number of our students will receive some funding to contribute towards the cost of their studies. So that's scholarships. I'll pass over to Frankie now to talk about entry requirements.
Be yourself and then share out your dream.
So one of the advice I would give to students is for them to keep applying. Yes, because like for me, I applied for the Chevening scholarship 4 times. If only I would just say no, because I wasn't selected, I don't have to go back again. I won't be here today. I will still be in Liberia. So I will always tell them that they should keep trying. Yeah, because for each time you are closer to your success.
Be authentic,
and write from your heart.
They have to polish the application, proofread it, and make sure that they have rich background in terms of professionals.
If you get a scholarship email, you should respond to it and at least give it a try, a chance to apply for the same, because that is going to contribute in your education.
Work hard, they make sure they have the best grades, and also to make sure they don't give up. There are quite a number of scholarships along, so they just keep trying. Eventually, you get your way around.
You know what you want and go for it.
For my family, I'm the first person to enter the UK, so I'm so excited.
So when I got the email that I was picked to be to have a scholarship, I was thrilled and I couldn't believe it, and I was even more excited to be here. Being awarded a scholarship means that I get to represent my country, Lebanon.
It was my best moment getting Shivani Scholarship, because Shivani is the best scholarship in the world. So I felt that my work is being recognized globally.
It's the most thrilling experience you can ever get. It was a life-changing moment for me, and it can definitely be a life-changing moment for you.
It's really boosted my confidence and it's really saved a lot of money. So I think I'll try to spend my time more mindfully.
The scholarship award means a lot to me because it has reduced my fees and I'm able to manage my expenses, and that's a really big deal. I was very happy, I was very grateful, and I'm very thankful for the scholarship because it has contributed a lot in my education.
I was elated. It is a life-altering moment.
For Liberia, we are only 4 scholars. I'm the only female.
I felt that I'm a leader because Shivani is about leadership.
This meant that I'll be able to study the course of my choice in the best university, best country. Thank you.
Hi, it's Frankie again, and now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the entry requirements here at the University of Reading. So I know this is going to vary quite a lot depending on where your students are coming from, but I wanted to give a broad overview so you've got some idea about the type of level we're hoping students to have. So for undergraduate, if students are coming from an international school type background where they're studying A-levels or IB, for example, then for A-levels, we're looking for somewhere in the region of AAB to BBB, plus some subject-specific grades for certain degree programs that need that prerequisite subject knowledge. For IB, this is normally in the range of about 30 to 34 points. And again, we might ask for certain subjects at higher level or standard level, depending on the particular program in question. Of course, not all students can join directly with undergraduate, but we do have our foundation programs that my colleague Shu talked about previously. And we're usually looking for students to have achieved kind of relatively well in their kind of local high school qualifications, somewhere at the equivalent of about kind of 5 A to Cs, really at IGCSE level. But if you're ever unsure, you can always have a quick look at our website or ask one of the members of the team, and we'll be able to check that for you. For our postgraduate taught courses, most of our degree programs will accept the equivalent of a mid to high 2-2, but some of our what we call premium degree programs, and these are typically our higher ranked programs, such as real estate, as an example, they would ask for a 2-1 equivalent. But again, this is going to really vary depending on the country that your students are coming from. And you can always check on our website or with a member of the team to find out what the local equivalent of a 2-2 or a 2-1 is. In terms of English language requirements, typically we're looking usually at about a 6.5 in IELTS with nothing below a 5.5. But again, this will vary depending on course. And some of our courses might ask for a 7 in IELTS if there's a heavy writing component. For example, in some of our PhD business programs, they'd ask for a 7 in IELTS. And some of our, I guess, more literary heavy postgraduate taught degrees, such as English, might ask for a high level of IELTS because of the amount of writing that you need to do. We do also accept quite a wide range of different English language qualifications. It's not just IELTS. So we accept TOEFL, Duolingo, for example, and a lot of local university qualifications and high school qualifications as well. So again, please just double check on our website or with a member of the team, and we'd be more than happy to check that for you. Hi, it's Frankie again. I hope you've enjoyed this training today and it's given you lots of useful information that you can take out to your students and help them to work out whether or not Reading is the right place for them. If you'd like to find out more information, you can always reach out to your Apply Board Regional Manager, or you can have a look on our website at www.reading.ac.uk/international. There's lots of useful information on there, such as information about our entry requirements that you can refer back to. If you'd also like to follow us on social media, we do have 2 international focus pages. This is University of Reading International on both Facebook and Instagram, and lots of our student ambassadors post really fun content about what life is like at the University of Reading. This can be really great to share with your students as well. Do have a look back through the chapters at any time. We'll try and update them when we can as well. And if you do have a more general inquiry, as I said, reach out to Apply Board and they'll be able to help, and they might even be able to connect you with one of us if it's appropriate as well. So thank you so much. Hopefully see you at some point, and have a great rest of your day.
Hello, I'm Jack Latchford-Coates, a regional manager here at Aberystwyth University in Wales in the UK. Thank you for joining our training session. I'm sure you'll learn lots today about what it's like to study here at Aberystwyth University. And in today's training, we'll be covering the following topics. Firstly, why Aberystwyth University? What are our unique selling points that will make our university stand out to your students? Secondly, what is it like to study here in the town of Aberystwyth? As a campus university, we'll also be looking at the university's campus and the facilities available to students, including accommodation. We'll have an overview of our programs and our key subject areas that will appeal to your students. We'll also look at the types of programs that we offer here, including foundation programs, bachelor's programs, and postgraduate programs. I'll show you our web pages and how you can find each course available to the students and how to navigate our web pages to advise your students. We will look at our admissions requirements for each level of study as well. We'll also talk through some very exciting scholarships and bursaries that we have here available at Aberystwyth. And finally, we'll talk about the student support and services available to students here. Thank you. Looking forward to speaking with you. Hello again. In this video, I'll be talking to you about why Aberystwyth University. What makes us stand out to your students? And I'm going to give you 5 key points about Aber. Firstly, we are very well known for student life and student experience. And in 2023, we were rated top in the UK for student life. Secondly, we were also rated top in the UK for lecturers and teaching quality in 2023. So not only do we have students who enjoy the student experience here and living in Aberystwyth, but they're also very happy with the lecturers and teaching standards that they receive. Our third point is that we have a very unique scholarship for the UK called the International Accommodation Award. And this provides students with the option of housing here on campus at 0 cost. And we'll come back to that point in a following video. Our fourth main point is that employability is built into everything we do here at Aber, and our students enjoy an employability rate of 92%. And finally, the location here at Aberystwyth is very special. It's a beautiful place to live. And again, we'll talk about that in the next video. Thank you. Hello, in this video, we'll be talking about studying in Aberystwyth and the location. And some of you might be wondering, in addition to how do you pronounce Aberystwyth, you might be wondering, where are we located in the UK as well? As you can see on the map of the UK, we have Wales highlighted in green, and Aberystwyth is on the mid-west coast. The best travel option for our students tends to be Birmingham International Airport. This is a 3-hour direct train journey from the centre of our town, just close to campus, to Birmingham International Airport itself. So a very easy journey. And for our new students joining us in September and January intakes, we also offer a free of charge airport pickup service where we greet the students at the airport with a packed lunch, their room key if they're staying on campus, and then we move them into their accommodation here and make sure everything is okay. It can be quite daunting moving to a new country for the first time, and we're here to support with that. London is a little bit further to travel to. It tends to take between 5 to 6 hours to get from Aberystwyth, and you can either travel via train or there is a coach service that goes from our campus bus stop all the way to London every single day. The town of Aberystwyth itself is a university town and a university community. We're one of the oldest universities in the UK, founded in 1872. So a lot of the town has been shaped around the university. It's very different to the big cities. Of the 15,000 people that live here in Aberystwyth, almost half of the population are our students. So this is a very welcoming, very safe and very friendly community to come and join. I know that can be an important factor for many international students and their families. This is an easy place to come and get acclimated to. We also have a very international and diverse community with students from over 100 different nationalities on our campus every single year. But overall, Aberystwyth is a very calming, relaxing place to come and focus on your studies. And being a tourist destination as well, it has the added bonuses of a lot of shops, cafes, restaurants, and hotels, which quite often provide part-time employability options for students looking to help boost their income. Thank you. So in this video, we'll be talking about Aberystwyth University's campus. And you may recognize this photo from the welcome slide at the beginning of the training. And it's a fantastic image that I like because it shows how close our university campus is to Aberystwyth's town and the seaside. At the bottom of your screen here, you will see our academic department buildings where students have their classes and lectures during their university year. And also some of our key buildings, such as the University Library. The Students' Union is just off camera as well. We can see the Sports Centre and swimming pool. And we can also see the National Library of Wales, which we're very lucky to have here on our campus. The town of Aberystwyth, towards the top of your screen, is only around a 15-minute walk from university campus. So this is a very easy, cost-effective location to get around, and students become very familiar when they join us here in Aberystwyth. To swing the camera around slightly, you can still see our campus buildings and teaching spaces on the left-hand side of the screen. And on the right-hand side of the screen is our campus accommodation, where over 3,500 of our students stay. You'll remember that I said there is an option for students to have no-cost campus accommodation, and that is actually where the bottom arrow is pointing down towards there, the buildings that are closest to our teaching spaces. Typically, it's within a 5-minute walk for our students to get from their bedroom to their lecture spaces. And also, you may notice it's a nice green and spacious campus at the same time. This is a very calm, serene environment for our students to live and study in, which allows them to focus on their studies. Thank you. Hello, in this video, we'll be talking about the subject areas on offer here at Aberystwyth and giving you a bit of an overview of the academic areas that we specialize in. What I've done initially is put everything that we offer in terms of subject areas up on screen, with most of these subjects having foundation options, bachelor's options, and postgraduate options for students as well. And we'll talk through a few academic areas in particular. Firstly, accounting and finance, one of our best ranking programs, recently ranked as high as number 4 in the UK. So we are very strong for accounting, finance, and many of our business schools' research is in the finance sector. Last year, we were also ranked number 1 in the UK for agriculture and animal science. Aberystwyth is a very rural location, and that has really led to us being experts in these research areas. A fun fact is that over 2/3 of oats consumed within the UK are from varieties that were created here in Aberystwyth. Business and management is another one of our most popular academic areas, and we were recently ranked number 13 in the UK for this subject. Computer science is an excellent program for employability here at Aberystwyth, with both of our undergraduate and postgraduate options offering an integrated year in industry for students to get a paid work placement and help boost their careers. Many students also choose to join the range of LLB and LLM programs that we have here in our law and criminology department. We also have an option for students who have graduated a bachelor's in another subject area and want to convert to law courses. They can consider our 2-year senior status law program. And Aberystwyth is widely known globally as the birthplace of politics and international relations. We had the world's very first politics department as a university, and that is a subject we continue to be top 5 ranking in the UK for. Thank you. Hello, in this video, So in the last video, we looked at the subject areas that we offer here at Aberystwyth. And in this video, we'll look at the types of programs we offer across foundation levels all the way up to PhD and DProf programs. So if students are qualified after finishing their high school to join our bachelor's programs at direct entry, we have a range of BA, BSc and LLB courses across the subject areas mentioned in the last slides. And also there are some options for integrated years in industry within many of these courses, including computer science, geography and psychology as a few examples. If students after finishing their high school qualifications do not meet the direct entry grade requirements, and we'll talk about entry requirements in a further video, these students can join our integrated foundation years, which changes their 3-year program into a 4-year course. The tuition fees for these programs are either £16,500 or £18,800, depending on whether they're an arts and social science course, such as business, law, or politics, or whether it's a science program, such as physics, biology, or maths. But please ensure that you check our web pages for up-to-date tuition fee details and any scholarships listed. If students have already completed a bachelor's, they may wish to join one of our taught master's programs, which are taught over 1 year. And these include a range of MA, MBA, MSc, and LLM courses. And again, a couple of departments have options for integrated years in industry, such as with the Advanced Computer Science MSCs. We also have research masters available within certain departments that can include MRes courses and MPhil courses taught over 1 year. And these schemes currently allow for dependents to join students within the UK. Tuition fees for taught masters range between £17,900 up to £19,290 currently. And the research masters range between £17,200 to £19,400, depending if it's an art or social science, or whether it is a science course. We're very proud here at Aberystwyth to also have our own International English Centre located here on our campus. And this teaches a variety of programs to help prepare students who need some English language support before joining one of our courses. For students interested in bachelor's programs, many join our International Foundation Certificate, and this is designed for students who don't meet our academic entry requirements or our English requirements as well. We also have pre-sessional English courses ranging between 6 to 42 weeks, which are designed for students who meet our academic entry requirements but do not meet our English language requirements. And again, we'll speak about the English language requirements in a further video. The tuition fees for these courses for the foundation certificates are either £10,000 for a 15-week course or just short of £17,000 if they need the 30-week course. And this will depend on the amount of English language teaching and preparation that they need to boost them up to the level required for a direct bachelor's. Our pre-sessional programs are between 6 weeks to 42 weeks, with costs ranging between just over £2,000 and just short of £14,000. But like our taught programs, such as bachelor's and master's, all of these tuition fees include the options for students to have zero cost housing here on campus. And lastly, as a research institution, many of our academic departments also offer PhD or DProf programs. And tuition fees for these range from between just short of £18,000 to £19,400. But all details on different courses available are available on our website as well. Thank you.
Okay, so we are talking about how to apply to study at Aberystwyth University in Wales. So, it is a good university in the UK. So if you want to study accounting and finance, agriculture, animal sciences, art and history, biochemistry, genetics, microbiology, biology, zoology, business management, computer science, drama, theater, film, television, education, childhood studies, economics, engineering, software engineering, robotics, physics, electrical, and space engineering. So there are lots of things that you can study. So let me know wherever you're in the world if you want to come and study at Aberystwyth University in Wales. Wales is part of the UK. So Wales is a part of the UK, and you get the UK visa where you can travel to England, Wales, Northern Ireland, and Scotland. So if you are someone watching this from any part of the world, and if you want to start studying at Aberystwyth University, Wales, which is a very rural area, so it has a wonderful history. This university was founded in 1872, one of the oldest universities in the UK, and it is a wonderful area in Wales that you can start studying. And also cost of living is comparably low, so you can find accommodation and part-time jobs. We are here to support you all the way. If you want to start studying modern languages, mathematics, math, marketing, physics, politics, international relations, psychology, social sciences, sports and exercise sciences, and tourism, veterinary biosciences, and Welsh studies, also law, criminology, information studies, marine and freshwater biology. If you want to start studying your dream course, or if you want to start studying undergraduate, postgraduate, and doctorate programs, you can contact us. You can send a message or send us an email. We are here to support. I have commented in this live session what are the how you can contact us. We give you free services to get into these universities, all the way from getting an offer letter and passing the interviews, getting the cost letter, and getting your visas, come to the UK, finding accommodation, airport pickup. All that we can support you. We don't charge for our consultation services, so or you have to pay the university fees directly to the university. Any visa fees you need to pay directly to the visa office. So it is we are here to support you. We do almost all the universities in the UK to get in recruiting international students. So if you want to start packing your bags to come to the UK for higher education, Aberystwyth University is one of the greatest and oldest and a very well recognized university in the UK, in Wales, and you can experience not only the education, but also you can improve your English language when you come to a UK university. So let me know if you're interested to start studying all these qualifications. There are lots more to share, so let us know. We are here to support you all the way.
Hello, in this video, we'll be showing you how to navigate our programs on the university's webpage. Currently, I'm on the home screen of the university webpage. And if I click into the top right-hand corner here, you can see the option to study with us. And the most useful tool is course search. So coming into course search, if you know the subject area that the student's interested in, for example, if they might be interested in studying law, we can type law here into the search bar, and it's showing all levels at the moment. You can toggle this just to undergraduate, and it shows you our list of undergraduate schemes. And then you can click into a specific program that a student might be interested in studying. Currently, we're on the LLB Business Law page, and it shows you dates available that can be applied to for the student, and also details such as the course overview and the modules that are taught within each year of the program. So when it comes, for example, for advising students on their personal statements, and it's good for them to have shown an interest in the course that they are applying to and what modules they're looking forward to studying, students can come into this web page and click into specific modules and gather more information. It also shows our typical entry requirements for these course programs. And also, most importantly, there is a button to apply now. So this would take you directly into our online free of charge application portal. If I were to come back to our course search, there are also options to browse by subject area. So here you can see drop downs for each of our different subject areas within academic department. Politics and international relations, for example, can click this drop down and see the list of courses taught at undergraduate level and then also at postgraduate level. Again, being able to click into each specific course page there. And when on a course page itself, you can also visit the academic department on the right-hand side. So I could click here into international politics, and within this web page, you can find all of the details about the academic departments, research they're involved in, academics teaching at the university, and the range of courses that they offer. Thank you. Hello, in this video, we'll be talking about admissions requirements to study at each academic level here at Aberystwyth, from foundation to bachelor's to postgraduate. Firstly, to be admitted to our foundation options, for the integrated foundation, which is the 4-year bachelor's program without any English language teaching, students typically need to have completed their high school in a 12-year schooling system and hold an IELTS score of between 6.0 to 6.5. Business and computer schemes require a 6.0, and all other subject areas require a 6.5. Our Your Country web pages on our website also list any country-specific high school requirements that can meet our English language requirements in place of an IELTS certificate. If students are wanting to join our International Foundation certificate, taught in our International English Centre here on campus, they need to have completed their 12-year high school system and be able to prove an IELTS of 4.5 or above for the 30-week course, or between 5.0 to 5.5 for the shorter 15-week course. For direct entry into our 3-year bachelor's programs, students would typically need either an IB score of between 26 to 32, A-levels of between ABB to CCC, depending on subject area, and again, the IELTS of either 6.0 for business and comp sci or 6.5. Again, on the Your Country pages, we also list academic and English language levels accepted for direct entry from many of the countries that we recruit students from. To enter a postgraduate scheme here at Aberystwyth, we will require the equivalent of a UK second-class bachelor's degree. The IELTS levels required are from 6.0 up to 7.5, and the higher levels there would be for PhD programs or more research-intensive master's schemes. For the documents required during the direct online application process, undergraduate students will need to upload a personal statement specific to Aberystwyth and why they want to study this course. They will need to upload their academic certificates, including their high school qualifications. They will need a scan of their in-date passport and also an academic reference. For postgraduate applications, again, we will need to see a personalised personal statement. We will need to see academic certificates. That would include bachelor's certificates. And we also recommend always attaching the high school certificates, as quite often these can help meet our English language requirements. We would need to see bachelor's transcripts from the students. Also, again, the passport scan and an academic reference. If they have a longer study gap, perhaps a work reference would be requested. And for certain schemes, such as our specialised MBA awards, we would require for students to upload a CV or resume as part of the application. Thank you. Talking about scholarships and bursaries available here at ABBA. And we offer the very unique and attractive International Accommodation Award, providing all of our international fee-paying students with the option of zero-cost housing here on campus. Students can alternatively choose a discounted campus accommodation, but either option applies for all of their years of study here at ABBA, whether they're studying with us for 1 year on a postgraduate program or up to 4 years for a foundation and bachelor's program. They can apply for this no-cost accommodation every single year. Option 1 for students is the most popular, and this is the zero-cost accommodation within our Court Mauer residences. This is a private single bedroom, as you can see on the image on the right-hand side, which includes a single bed, a desk, a wardrobe, and a sink. And with 8 or 9 other international students, they would share a kitchen and living space, as well as a number of shared bathrooms as well. There are 500 rooms in total offered within Court Mauer, which are bookable on a first-come, first-served basis. And to book these rooms, students need to have received an offer letter and accepted their offer, and also, if required to have paid their tuition fee deposit, at which point students can log on to the accommodation booking platform and they will see this Court Mauer option at £0 if we still have rooms available. The accommodation also provides them with free access to the gym and swimming pool just located here on campus for every academic year. The second option for students who have a slightly larger budget available to them would be a £2,000 per year discount on any of the other campus accommodation options, some of which, as shown in the picture, include a double bed and ensuite bathroom facilities. Typically, those range between £5,000 to £7,500 before the £2,000 discount is applied. But again, this option is for all international fee-paying students and is provided to them whether they are here for 1 year or whether they are here for 3 or 4 years of their study. It is a great saving on the costs of studying in the UK, where typically you will need to pay for your tuition fees and also a large expense on your housing. That is taken care of here at ABBA, provided they can book in time to get this inclusive accommodation offer. But please do contact the Apply Board team if you have any questions on its availability. In addition to the no-cost housing, we also offer tuition fee discounts each year as well. Currently, this is a £2,000 discount on tuition fees, but please check again with the Apply Board team to see what is available for the upcoming intakes. Thank you. In this video, we'll be talking about the student services and support available here at Aberystwyth University, something that we are extremely proud of, and that is shown in our very high rankings across student satisfaction and student experience. Firstly, in terms of the student support and wellbeing services offered, all students are assigned a personal tutor when they join us here at the university, who can assist them with any academic queries that they have and offer support to things related outside of the classroom. We also have our accessibility and wellbeing services available here on campus, who can organise drop-in meetings with students or any calls over the phone or video to discuss issues that students might be facing, such as mental health concerns. We also have a financial advisory team who can assist students with things such as budgeting for their studies. Also, our visa advice team who assists students in making visa applications, but also in the process beyond leaving the university, such as potentially applying for graduate route visas. There is support offered here on site from our team. And also, we have a range of GP surgeries, doctors' surgeries in Aberystwyth, one of them located right next door to campus, as well as the General Hospital, just a couple of minutes walk away from our campus as well. Also, with employability being built into everything we do here at Aber, we have very strong careers services located here on campus. They offer one-to-one support for all of our students and graduates, and that can include things such as searching for the correct job opportunities, assisting with writing job applications, and then also offering mock interviews for students to help them prepare for those all-important interviews. They also arrange 2 careers fairs each year where students can meet with local, national, and global employers to discuss career prospects. They also assist with helping employability modules within certain subject areas and with the integrated years in industry that I discussed a bit during our subject areas video. In terms of the student experience itself, and some reasons why we are often rated #1 in the UK for this, we have over 150 different clubs and societies here in the university. There is something for almost all interests for students. And if there isn't a club already for an area that a student or a hobby that they're interested in, they can get support to form their own club. We also have many part-time work opportunities, both here on campus and in the tourist town of Aberystwyth itself. I'd mentioned our airport pickup service as well, which helps students get moved and settled in here at the university. So a great start for them into their university life. We also have a team that works in finding students exchange and study abroad opportunities across a wide range of global partners, many of them based in the US, in Japan, Canada, Australia, Hong Kong, Europe. There are potential opportunities for students, especially in bachelor's programs, to go and study a semester or a year abroad. And those are just a few of the reasons why we have been rated #1 for student life and student satisfaction in the UK. We're confident that your students will have a great time studying with us in Aber. Thank you. Thank you for attending the training on Aberystwyth University. I hope you found it informative and helpful, and that you've learned a lot about what we can offer your students here, including the wide range of courses, the very high student satisfaction and employability, and also that option of zero-cost accommodation here on campus. If interested in making applications, our turnaround time for decisions is typically within 2 working days, so you would receive a fast response from our team. And in addition to the support that you receive from Apply Board, you can always refer to our web pages to find out further details on the university and how to submit applications. And I hope to welcome your students here to the beautiful campus here at Aber in the next academic year. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to the range of training videos on ICP and the University of Portsmouth. My name is Noemi Plumridge. I'm the Director of Marketing and Admissions at ICP, the University of Portsmouth. ICP is the embedded college to the University of Portsmouth. We've been on campus for 15 years. We're extremely proud to be so integrated to everything at the University of Portsmouth and feel so part of the university. We have a fantastic relationship with the university, and that benefits our students with no end. So thank you for watching this, and please watch all the other videos to find out more about ICP and the University of Portsmouth. Thank you. Hello, in this video you will find out more about why Portsmouth and why this is a great destination for students. Portsmouth as a city is an amazing place for students. It is located 17 miles from London, a short 90 minutes train from central London. So the location and the access to sort of the capital of England is a major selling point for the city itself. It is a city centre campus, so that is very different to other universities where the campus might be a standalone campus outside of the city or just completely separated from the city. In Portsmouth, the campus is built within the city, so you'll have university buildings, but you will also have city centre buildings. So it's always very busy, there's always a buzz, there's always lots going on, but that makes going from one place to the other very easy. And students also have everything they need on their doorstep. So that's something our students mention as a real advantage of Portsmouth as a city, the fact that it's built within the city centre. It's also a very affordable city to live in, and I will cover that in the next slide so I can share a bit more details. You can see from the pictures here, it is a seaside city. So we're located right on the south coast. We're located at the sort of on a harbour as well. So the city of Portsmouth is actually a harbour city. And we also have miles and miles of beach going sort of extending through the southern side of the city. Again, this is something students really enjoy, that freshness from the sea and the ability to sort of enjoy city life, but also a seaside life. And it has got very good transport links to the rest of the UK, but also Europe. As a harbour city, there are different ferries that go from Portsmouth to the rest of Europe, including France, Spain, the Channel Islands. Another very important fact is in terms of why choose Portsmouth is the range of accolades that make Portsmouth really special. So for 2025, the top it was ranked top 50 in the Complete University Guide. The University of Portsmouth is also a 5-star rated university, including in the QS Top Universities ranking. You can see lots of the different accolades on the screen right now, but I think what is really important as well is that the University of Portsmouth is a TEF Gold University. That means a lot to most students. It's very important for students to be aware of that. Something also really relevant for students is employability. You know, you want to come to the UK, you want to study a degree, but you want to get a good job on the other side. 95% of graduates are in work or further studies when they've graduated from the University of Portsmouth. That is the latest data we have. So that's extremely important for students to know that. There are career and employability services on campus available for students to access so they can secure part-time jobs, internships, placements, graduate jobs. Myself, as a University of Portsmouth graduate a few years back, I was able to benefit from the services available at the University of Portsmouth to secure my first 2 jobs. So it's really important for students to be able to have that sort of service available and to make most of it. Cost of living, I mentioned that a couple of slides ago. Very important for students. We see more and more students are cost conscious. They need to know how much everything is going to cost them and whether they have enough money at the end of the month to still buy their food. the University of Portsmouth and the city of Portsmouth itself have always been sort of voted in the top few cities in the country for most affordable cities to live in, according to the NatWest Student Living Index. So that's extremely relevant when students are looking for affordable places to study, not looking just at tuition fees, but looking at living expenses. You know, how much is it going to cost me to rent? How much is it going to cost me to shop? But also one of the most important factor with the city of Portsmouth is it's an island city. It's not huge in distance. And the fact that the campus is a city center campus, everyone can walk everywhere. So there is no need to use public transport. There is no need to use trains or anything like that. You can just walk to campus. And that's a huge saving cost for students. The university has got a free university bus that runs across the city. So students are able to go from one end to the other for free. But really, you'll see everyone walking around in Portsmouth. And that's an amazing thing to see. We're a very environmental friendly city. But just I'll pick up a couple of facts. The housing rent in Portsmouth is 58% lower than in London. That's a University Living Index in 2023. That's a really a big difference here. And also in terms of basic household bills, they would be about half the cost from what you would get in London. Eating out, meals, etc., also a lot cheaper. So I think this really helps to sort of position Portsmouth in terms of costing. Thank you for listening. I will see you in the next video.
I think Portsmouth is very forward-thinking.
It's got such a really friendly atmosphere, and even though it's a city, it's quite a small city, so it feels really welcoming and homely.
When I first came to the open day for Portsmouth, I instantly fell in love with it.
When the sun is shining, there is nowhere better than Portsmouth.
Welcome to Portsmouth, the UK's only island city and home to the University of Portsmouth.
Join us today as we show you some of our favourite spots so you can take advantage of studying at the heart of our community.
It's a very cosmopolitan city, it's got so much to offer.
You have the commercial road, you have the city centre and the hub where it's all lively.
Student nightlife's really, really good. You've got lots of nightclubs, lots of stuff to do.
But then as soon as you come to Southsea, it's more of like a lazy seaside town, like you get to go to the beach.
You just have to go down to the beach or the common on a sunny day and everyone's having picnics, it's just beautiful.
Filling up for the day, you're absolutely spoiled for choice.
Everyone I know has a different favorite cafe spot.
We've got you covered for freshly roasted coffee, donuts, fish and chips, vegan food, and artisan bread.
And that's before we even get to the restaurants and bars. Cheers.
Okay, shopping. I love to shop local myself, and your top spots for that are Palmerston Road, Marmion Road, or here, Castle Road.
Commercial Road has it set for your shopping essentials. Or pop down to Southsea for charity shop bargains and quirky independent businesses to browse for something unique.
Or join us in Gunwharf Quays, Portsmouth's waterfront shopping centre, to check in on your favourite brand outlets, or catch the lights at Christmas.
I love that kind of vibrancy of the city.
It's got a real independent spirit about it.
I think it's got a really good mix of independent businesses.
There's so many local independent businesses.
Entertainment activities in terms of lots of bars and restaurants and loads of cool places to eat.
There's so much to do right here in the place you live.
There's an island's worth of beautiful coast to explore and unique green spaces like Canoe Lake and the Rose Garden to enjoy with your friends, or by yourself as a space for study or reflection.
Or for something a little different, you could wander into an art gallery, try an escape room, or book a table with your friends at Dice, the local board game cafe.
And don't forget the nights. There's a ton of live music events happening every week, as well as karaoke, comedy nights, and live theatre.
There's lots of cultural events, there's art galleries, there's music venues.
And then there's so many shows. You've got kite festivals,
food festivals.
The big one that really helps the town is Victoria's Festival.
It is such a really lovely community.
And I think after you've been here a while, you feel part of the community.
Just makes you feel like you're at home away from home.
Portsmouth is a one-of-a-kind place, a place for you to explore and thrive.
There's something for everyone here, and we can't wait for you to be part of it.
To find out more about our city, book an open day and get exploring, visit port.ac.uk.
Hello, welcome to the ICP video. This time we will be talking about our campus. In a previous video, I mentioned that the campus of the University of Portsmouth is a city centre campus. So all the buildings are sort of built within the city of Portsmouth. What is really exciting to see as well is that the University of Portsmouth is making huge investments into its facilities. There is a £400 million estates master plan that is currently underway, where there are significant investments in facilities. So the Ravelin Sports Centre, for example, is a brand new centre that opened in 2023. Includes a swimming pool, fitness suite, climbing wall, bouldering, ski simulator. It is a masterpiece of a building. It also won Best Leisure Project at the AJ Architecture Award in 2023. So as students have access to it, they get a really good monthly deal. It's state-of-the-art facility and it's amazing. It's such a great addition to the campus. There are significant other developments currently taking place in the university as well. And I think one of the really lovely side of the campus is that there is a mix of old traditional buildings that are sort of listed and some new modern building as well. So there is really a lovely mix of facilities and buildings available for students. We've touched base on the sports facilities, but there are so much more for students to sort of make most of it. I mentioned the careers and employability services, all the accommodation options that are all sort of within the walking distance of the campus as well. So for students, it's very, very easy to sort of get around the campus on foot, as I mentioned in the previous video. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Hello, welcome to the next ICP video. In this video, we will be talking about the programs and the fees for all ICP courses. So ICP offer a range of pathways to the University of Portsmouth. So we have some foundation courses, some year one and pre-top-up courses, and some pre-masters. Across the different levels of studies we offer, we cover every faculties of the University of Portsmouth and pretty much can offer any type of courses from A to Z. So there really is something for everyone at the University of Portsmouth and in the ICP pathways. If we look at the foundation, we have a range of courses available from accounting, architecture, business, computing, humanities, media and games technology, engineering, law, mathematics, nursing, property and surveying, and science. The fee for the 2 semester averages from £15,750 to £17,600 based on whether it is lab-based or more classroom-based. We also have a range of 1 semester foundation courses available in our businesses and accounting courses, and these are £9,150. We have just launched the nursing pathway, which is brand new, started early January 2025. And I think what's important to mention in our science pathways, we have some health science courses such as pharmacy, dental hygiene, and dental therapy. Engineering, we have an option which is very, very topical at the moment, is AI. We have an undergrad course in robotics and AI. Looking at the year one course, again, we have loads of different options available, from accounting, business, computing, engineering, law, which is new, property and surveying, and science. And a pre-top-up. The pre-top-up is the equivalent of entry into a year two that will lead you into the top-ups and at the University of Portsmouth, which we have in business. The fees on average will be £16,000 to £17,600. Finally, our pre-masters, which are one semester only, average from £9,100 to £9,350. And again, we offer a range of courses in art, architecture and design, business, education, finance, international relations and criminal justice, logistics, and science and tech. We have a range of intakes in January, June, and September. So we will have something for everyone at every intake. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you at the next video. Hello, and welcome to the next installment of the ICP videos. In this video, we'll talk to you about how to find the information you need on our website. Very simply, if you go to port.ac.uk/ICP, you'll be able to find all the information you need, whether that is all the pathways that we offer, what is available from a support side, so the college services, support that we're able to provide to all of our students, some testimonials and videos from previous students, but you will also be able to look at the entry requirements. We list on there every country, so you'll be able to see whether what you have studied will allow you to get an offer letter from ICP. So you can select your country and see what is required before you even submit an application. Finally, you can apply directly on our website and upload all of your documents on the application platform, so we can then process your offer on the other side. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you in the next video. Hello, and thank you for listening to this video. In this video, we will be looking at admissions and in more details what is required for every level at ICP. We mentioned in the video of how to navigate the website that you were able to see entry requirements for every country. So you could see whether what you've studied will allow you to apply for a foundation, and year one courses, a pre-top-up or a pre-masters. To cover this more generically, if we look at foundation courses, we usually ask for 5 GCSEs or year 11 equivalency or the MYP or IB certificate. So if you've got anything as such, or anything that is equivalent to this qualification, the likelihood is you'll be able to get an offer for foundation. Year one courses, we look at anything that is sort of A-level equivalent, sort of year 12, year 13 equivalency, the IB certificate or the IB diploma. So again, if you think you've met the requirements for this, just send us all the documents you have and we can look at it. Year two pre-top-up is a little bit more specific. For pre-top-up, we need students to have achieved 120 credits at level 4 or equivalent to get into a 2-semester pre-top-up, or 180 credits at level 4 and 5 for the 1-semester pre-top-up. Finally, for pre-master's level, you need to have achieved a third-class honours degree or equivalent. So HNDs in some part of the world can be accepted, but they'll need sort of a slightly higher grade. Thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next video. Hello, and thank you for joining this new video where we will be looking at English criteria. This is something we get asked so regularly, is what do you accept? What do I need to show from an English perspective to be able to join ICP and the University of Portsmouth? We have a range of options available. For foundation, year one and pre-top-up, we can accept an IELTS of 5.5 with minimum 5.5 in every band, or a PTE of 59 points, or local languages as well. So for example, if you've got a GCSE English or equivalent to GCSE English, we can also accept that. And we also accept Duolingo at 95 points over. For the pre-masters, we ask for slightly higher than that. So anything equivalent to IELTS 6.0 with 5.5 in every band, PTs of 59 with sort of an overall of 62 and every band at 59. Again, local Englishes can be accepted. Potentially, if you've studied in English already, that can also be accepted. And Duolingo with no bands below 95. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you in the next video. Hello, and thank you for joining this new video on our scholarships and bursaries available at ICP. This is a question we get asked very regularly, is what can I get as discount, scholarship when I join ICP? We have a range of discounts available, which is really exciting. So for the September and January intake, we're able to offer a global development bursaries averaging from £1,000 to £2,000. You need to fill discount claim form, which we send a link to students for. And then this is all based on merit and also first come, first serve basis. So once we have allocated all of the scholarships, there's sadly no more available, but if you apply soon enough, you should be able to get the discount. We also have an EU transition discount. So our EU students are able to also pay the same fees as home students of £9,535 per year. Finally, within the Navitas group, we're very excited to offer a family bursary. So if you have a sibling who has studied at ICP or any other Navitas colleges, you'll be able to get a 10% discount on your tuition fees. Thank you so much for listening, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Hello, and thank you for joining us on this video, where we will be talking about our awesome student services team and the support available to our students. Very central to ICP and being an ICP student and coming to the UK is the support we're able to give to our students. And we pride ourselves at ICP with the amount of support we give to students, but that sort of one-on-one approach to make students feel at home, feel welcome, and feel supported on a daily basis. So we have a dedicated team of college services officers who are based at ICP. They're the first point of contact for all of our students. We have an office open from Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 5, and students can come in with anything they need. Students are able to take part in our student council activities every sort of intake, whether they want to be on the council and therefore voted by students, or just contribute to ideas which help ICP sort of develop new projects, but also support the students even further. The team organizes trips all over the UK. There's different sports sessions organized, some football, some basketball, netball, as well as different trips across sort of main monuments of the city of Portsmouth. Something that is really important, the college services team monitors the students very, very closely on a daily basis on all sorts of different elements. So we're looking at academic, we're looking at attendance, we're looking at behavior, under 18s, and well-being. These are all critical because unless we are monitoring the students and checking in with them, we won't know if anything is not going right. So that sort of daily monitoring and support of students means that we're able to really help students get the best of their experience here. And everything culminates every year with our annual awards evening, which is held once a year. which is a chance to reward and recognize our amazing students. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you in the next video. Hello, thank you for listening to the ICB video. In this video, we will be looking at the academic support that we offer to our students. So there's a range of services available to every single student who come and study at ICB, from different workshops, whether that are English language workshop, exam skills, lab report, math booster workshops, to one-on-one assessment for students who need extra support, to the predicted grades program, which halfway through the semester will look at students' grades and will help us to predict whether students are on track for passing or not. And then therefore, if they're not on track for passing, we put a whole plan together to support the students for the rest of the semester to get them over that finish line. We also work really closely with ASDAC at the University of Portsmouth, which is the Additional Support and Disability Advice Team, to ensure we are supporting the students as much as we can. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you in the next video. Hello, and welcome to this video where we will be talking about student accommodation. This is a really important part of students' life. They're coming, of course, in the UK to study, but where they live is going to be equally as important. We are really pleased to be able to offer a very wide range of options for students. There are lots of halls of residence across the city, all within walking distance of the campus. So for students to be able to live in, there are some private accommodations available as well. So if students would rather live in a shared house with other students, they can do that as well. On average, the accommodation fees will be from about just over £100. That is probably more if you're living in private housing, to £180, and sometimes a little bit higher if you're looking for more luxury sort of living in halls. So some of the halls will have penthouses and studio pluses, which will be a little bit more expensive. But on average, for halls of residence, looking at anything between 160 to 180 is quite a good bulk figure to sort of consider. All the bills are included in the rent, so you do not have to worry about that. And in terms of further expenses to consider, food, traveling across the city, phone bills, any insurances students want to take TV license maybe, and then social activities, means that the students might spend an extra £80–100 more per week on sort of things beyond just the accommodation. So I hope this was a useful quick oversight of accommodation, and I will see you in the next video. Hello, and thank you for watching this video where we will talk about clubs and societies. Now, we're extremely lucky at the University of Portsmouth because there are over 150 different clubs and societies. So there really is something for everyone. Whether you're more into debating or singing or choirs or book reading, book clubs, there will be something for you. If you're looking more for sports clubs, the range of options available is amazing, from athletics, basketball, obviously football, rowing, snowboarding, snow sports, rugby, rowing, swimming, and so on. The options for students are amazing. When we look at the different sports societies, students are able to make most of the outstanding facilities at our new Ravelin Sports Centre. And I think that has really lifted the University of Portsmouth to the next level. So thank you so much for listening, and I will see you in the next video. Hello, and thank you for watching this final video of our series on ICP and the University of Portsmouth. Before we let you go, I just wanted to, first of all, thank you so much for watching all the other videos that were available on the platform. We're really grateful for the time you've taken to watch everything to learn a little bit more about ICP and the University of Portsmouth. I'm hoping by watching these videos, you've gained some information and some knowledge that maybe you weren't aware of before. First of all, location. You would have seen from the video, the location of Portsmouth is ideal. We are very close to London, but we're far enough so it's cheaper to live in. We're at a southern coast location, so we do enjoy some of the best weather in the UK. And the fact we are on the seafront, so we have miles and miles of beach, appeals to students with no end. So I think that is something really important to remember from what you've watched on ICP and the University of Portsmouth. Secondly, there is such a wide range of courses available, from foundation to year 1 courses to pre-top up, year 2 courses, and pre-masters. There really is something for everyone. And as I mentioned, in terms of the different options available, we cover every faculties at the University of Portsmouth and every sort of sub-schools also at the university. So there really is. We always say that, and I've repeated and I've said it several times already, but there is something for everyone in Portsmouth. Finally, fantastic diversity. The city of Portsmouth is it's a massive melting pot of cultures, but the university is exactly the same. There are over 100 nationalities at any time on campus, and you will see students from your country, but also from everywhere in the world. So that is such a big part of what we do, what we sell, that diversity. And we're really proud to see students from so many countries joining us at the University of Portsmouth. So again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch all of the videos. We hope you find it useful, and we look forward to seeing you someday in Portsmouth. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, and a warm welcome to today's Asian training session on Brunel Pathway College, which is your bridge to Brunel University. We'll be talking about everything from admissions processes to a little bit about the university, to placement opportunities, some exciting AI programs, and anything and everything you need to know about the Pathway College. So I really hope you enjoy the session, and thank you very much for joining us. Let's start at the very beginning with an introduction to Brunel Pathway College, where we'll talk a little bit about the Pathway College and how it helps you to ultimately get into the university. So Brunel Pathway College primarily acts as your bridge to Brunel. We intentionally use the word bridge because the founder, Isambard Kingdom Brunel, who the university is named after, built a lot of famous bridges around the UK. So Brunel Pathway College offers really industry-aligned courses and a direct pathway into the university. Because it's a pathway college offering foundation, first year and pre-master's program, it's for a lot of students their first step into the UK. So there's a lot of personalized support, a launchpad program, a lot of additional support that you'd get at the college and campus than you would get at the university. It's essentially preparation for you to go into university. There's an award-winning professional development center on site. And obviously the main thing is there's proximity to the thriving UK capital, London. There's just 45 minutes on the train to central London. With Brunel University in itself, it's a world-class teaching institution with over 18,000 undergraduate and postgraduate students on site. There are also over 2,500 academic experts, talented professionals, administrators who are there on hand to help and support you with anything and everything that you need. So a little bit about Brunel's rankings. We are the joint first in the UK and sixth in the world in international outlook. So what that really means is the university has a big outlook on diversity. There's student population from all around the world, and that feeds into not just the classroom experience, but the university experience as a whole. So the university and the Pathway College are very proud to have this ranking. Brunel's also been spotlighted in the nation's top 10 climbers by the Complete University Guide. And according to the National Student Survey, there is year-on-year growth in student satisfaction, which is wonderful to see. So you're guaranteed a great experience from coming onto the Pathway College and ultimately the university. A focus on that international outlook piece that we talked about, Brunel is truly an international university. The global engagement and international collaboration are central to Brunel at the core, and they've got networks not just in the university, but worldwide. So are you ready to be part of a truly global institution? If so, stick around to learn more. Hello and welcome to our campus in Brunel University. It is actually quite rare to have something like this in London. So Brunel is the only institution which has one campus, all of the facilities in its place, and it almost acts as a mini village or town for the students coming to study here. It's really the jewel in our crown. There's guaranteed campus accommodation for first-timers, especially at the undergraduate level. There is a massive indoor sports athletic center. A little fun fact there is that Usain Bolt trained there in the 2012 London Olympics. There's an athletic-sized track, anything and everything that you can think of. There's a bank, a pharmacy, all sorts of restaurants, bars and societies. So like I said, a mini village in one place. And you're never 10 minutes away from the halls of residence. You wake up in the morning, go on to classes on campus. There's over 4,500 rooms on sites, computer centers, libraries that are open 24 hours. It's really quite a fantastic place to be at. So where we are in terms of this wonderful campus that I talked about, we're 15 minutes away from Heathrow. So if you're an international student coming through, it's just a 15-minute ride away from the airport on arrival. We're 45 minutes on the train from central London, and Uxbridge is our closest station to campus. There's also other transport links available, more recently the Elizabeth line that's been launched in London. And there are also some nearby attractions like Windsor Great Park, Kew Gardens. And the other wonderful thing for any students who drive is that parking is available on campus as well. The wonderful thing, like I mentioned at the beginning of this section, was that it's one campus. So you're a Brunel student from day one, even if you're joining at the Pathway College, because you've got interactions with Brunel students when they're at the student bar, sports center, reception area, medical center, pharmacy. You can see the expanse of the campus through this campus map you've got up there on the screen. Now, the Pathway College is actually located in a place called the Russell Building, which is at the bottom left of the screen. So if you're coming to us, you'll not just be studying in the Russell Building, but you'll also be studying in various parts of the campus alongside other Brunel students. So you get the feeling of being a Brunel University student from day one. and move on to the second year program directly at the university. With postgraduate, what we do offer is a pre-master's program. Now, the pre-master's program is just a one semester. Very interesting bit of the presentation where we tell you about what we actually offer at Brunel Pathway College in terms of our courses and level. At Brunel Pathway College, we tend to offer 3 different types of programs, and they're both at undergraduate and postgraduate level. At the undergraduate level, we offer 2 variations of programs, the first one being a foundation program. A foundation program is a great starting point for any international students from abroad or even domestic students who want to come in and experience a year before they go directly into the university. So a foundation student will complete their year with us and then progress onto a first year program, either at the Pathway College or the university. The second type of program that we offer is direct entry into first year studies. So students studying a first year program will then be offered direct entry into the second year at the university. So as an example, if you're doing first year business program at the Pathway College, you will then move on to the second year program directly at the university. With postgraduate, what we do offer is a pre-master's program. Now, the pre-master's program is just a one semester program. We normally require at least 15 years of education, prior education from the student. And in terms of the variety of courses that we offer at undergraduate level, we've got everything you can expect from the really popular business and management, ICT, all the way to law, social sciences, psychology, life sciences as well. And then at the postgraduate level, that one semester pre-masters we talked about leading into postgraduate degrees at Brunel, we offer business and management, English, environmental sciences, law, engineering and design, so anything and everything that you could think of and you'd need to prepare yourselves for a master degree at the university. Now we're going to take some time to dive a bit deeper into the variety of programs that we offer at the undergraduate level, or what we call the undergraduate pathway. So at the undergraduate level, just to remind everyone, what we offer is foundation and first year programs. So in our foundation programs, we offer a variety of courses, including law, design, engineering, life sciences, economics and finance, business and management, ICT, humanities and social sciences. It is worth noting that we offer 3 intakes in a year, and not every single course is offered at every single intake, which is why it's really important that when you're applying, you do check that your particular course is available in the next intake. In terms of our first year programs, we offer a variety of really popular courses, including economics and finance, ICT, and business and management. All of our first year programs are always offered in the September intake, but there might be a variety of them that are also offered in January. Now onto our PG or pre-master's program. So a lot of our pre-master's programs offer pathways into various programs at Brunel University. So if you want to embark on a successful master's program at the university and don't quite meet the entry requirements, the pre-masters might just be the right option for you. What we do require for a pre-master's program is a minimum of 15 years of education. Your pre-masters will be a one semester program which you study at the Pathway College. It'll equip you with all sorts of skills needed before you progress onto your master's program at Brunel. And the second stage would be ultimately to progress onto your MA, MSc, or variety of postgraduate courses directly at the university. The standard fee for a pre-master's program, again, a reminder, is a one semester program, is usually around the 9,950 mark, but do bear in mind that this could change year on year. So it's really important you always double check the fees, the current fees on the website. In order to apply for a pre-master's program, you can just apply directly on the Brunel Pathway College website, and your application will be assessed alongside other pre-master's programs and applications that have been put through. If you want to speak to someone in our admissions team and you're not quite sure exactly which program or route you want to apply into, you can always reach out to our team for advice. But the pre-masters is a great segue into a master's degree at the university. Now onto our postgraduate pathway programs. As you've seen at the undergraduate level, we tend to offer programs into a variety of different sources, and it's not very different for our postgraduate pathways. We offer programs in all popular levels and courses, and also a few diverse programs as well. So the programs that are offered at the postgraduate pathway level include English, which may lead into really interesting programs at the university, law, environmental sciences, which is of course very topical. Engineering and design leads into programs like game design, civil engineering. Business and management courses lead into various programs in marketing and management at the uni. Our information and computer science program is becoming intensely popular with the generation of AI and AI-related programs at the uni. So the postgraduate pathways, similar to the undergraduates, are not offered at every single intake. We do have 3 intakes in a year, January, May, and September. But if you're interested in a particular pathway program, it's really important that you do check it is available in the intake that you're applying for. In today's day and age, you're living in a world where AI really cannot be ignored. It's becoming a constant companion. So we're here to actually help and guide you on how to utilize AI and become a pro at it. So we're here, in a way, pun intended, to aid your success, making sure you stay ahead of the game one bite at a time. So Brunel is really offering programs that are really relevant within AI, including master's degrees like MSc in artificial intelligence. It's really interesting to note that Brunel has some top ranking department in London. The computer science department is ranked 4th in London according to Times Higher Education rankings. There are some really industry accredited degrees. All computing programs within Brunel are accredited by the British Computer Science Society. And there are some really cutting edge facilities within those computer labs that we mentioned that are on campus. So there's software including Intel Xeon platforms and Pascal GPU architecture, which really supports advanced AI research. What this means is you can equip yourself with all the tools that you need in order to become successful in AI-related programs and degrees as well. The one interesting thing that's worth noting about Brunel is that 93% of the students are in employment within 6 months after graduation, and there are so many AI-related opportunities out there. So this may be your chance to grab one. I did mention job opportunities, and here is a quick snapshot of the average salaries in the UK for
Right. So, if you are someone who's passionate about IT industry, and if you are looking forward to join leading UK universities to study data science, AI technologies, and undergraduate and postgraduate degrees in information communication technologies. So, just imagine after your graduation, you will be placed in job roles in machine learning engineers, computer vision engineers, robotics engineers. So all these job roles are paying a great salary as well. So the university education is very important for you to get the knowledge and the understanding, and then make yourself qualified. So yeah, so it is very important that you get the great education in order to get into these job roles. So machine learning engineers, computer vision engineers, robotics engineers, and deep learning specialists, natural language processing engineers, AI research engineers, data scientists, generative AI engineers, AI product managers, cloud AI engineers. The average salaries for these job roles are starting from like 100,000 pounds a year to to like 128,000. So it's great salaries. So if you want to start studying a qualification in AI industry and machine learning, computer vision, robotics, Brunel University gives the pathway to graduation. So it is very important that you select the qualifications that are leading to future job roles. So if AI job and market growth statistics is shown in this presentation, so 79% of business leaders expect AI to transform their organizations with the next 3 years. So it's very important. AI, machine learning, the computer and sciences, the robotics, deep learning, research in data analysts, all these job roles are the future job roles. So if you're someone passionate about studying technologies, then you need to apply to us. Call this number in shown in the screen. I can support you all the way to apply to these qualifications. We do not charge anything for our services. We give you free consultation to find a university, apply to these courses and get in the offer letters, applying for the visas, and come on time to the UK for your higher education opportunities. It's also important to see what are the roles that are important and what type of future that we are heading to. So it's very important we are processing our students for studies qualifications that are leading to future roles, and every education qualification should give you return on investment. That's what I think. So it's very important that if you are a parent watching this live, if you want information about what type of job roles that are available and what is the pathway to gain these qualifications and to ultimately landing into your preferred job role. So let us know your comments. Send your CV, send your talk to us. We have team of professionals get you all the information that you need, and we do not charge for we do not charge for the consultation, so you can ask us more information. Also, do you know that 58% of adults believe AI will lead to increased job creation in the technology field? And also 91% of business leaders believe generative AI will improve their organization's productivity. So use of AI, the impact of AI has increased to many job roles. So you know that we have to be prepared for the future demands in the job market. So if you are someone who's looking forward to send your children to study in the UK, then I would suggest you contact us. I'll give you full and free consultation to get into a better university, complete your qualifications, and go for the job role. Grab that salaries scales, because that is what the education, the purpose of education, the purpose of education should lead you to apply for your dream job. It should give you the knowledge, skills and competencies, abilities, improving the understanding about the subject matter and making you job ready. That is the purpose of higher education. So let me know. I am very enthusiastic about this industry, education industry. I've been working with the industry for past 14 years, and I love to help many students who are very creative, who want to grow, grab the opportunity. And I have helped more than 1,000 students across 14 different countries to come to the UK for higher education, and I want to see many more thousands coming to the UK, grab these education opportunities in the market, go for your dream job, apply for that university that you dreamed of. So let me know. You have the hotline. Our hotlines are open. You can contact, you can text. We are available on WhatsApp. So send us your information. We will be able to support you all the way.
Various AI-related jobs out there, from machine learning engineers to AI-focused robotics engineers, computer vision engineers, data scientists, AI product managers. A lot of these jobs didn't even exist until 5 years ago. But right now, they're paying their students a ballpark of around £100,000 in salary. So holding a degree in AI may hold a lot of value right now. There's also this kind of conception that AI is here to take our jobs, but as we're noticing in the light blue line on the top right of the screen, there is more job gains than losses related to AI. And various CEOs and leaders across different companies do believe that AI is about to transform their organization in the next 3 years. So why not be part of this transformation and study an AI-related degree at Brunel? Now we'll talk about some real-world experience while you're doing your degree, which is placement programs. So on your screen, you'll see the variety of different postgraduate courses that are offered by Brunel University. The ones highlighted in green actually are the ones with placement opportunities. Now, not all courses will offer placement opportunities, but if there is one that doesn't offer a placement opportunity, you can always reach out to your academic tutor or the professional development center on site in order to get some work experience. But if we talk about embedded placement opportunities within programs, there are programs like corporate brand management, management with extended professional practice, marketing related courses, digital design related courses, all of which offer professional placements with various companies in and outside of London. There are a variety of undergraduate placement programs as well, but you can reach out to your professional development center to learn more about it, and you can be working alongside your studies while you're doing programs like aerospace engineering, digital design, finance and accounting, mechanical engineering, and various other programs at the university. There's also more undergraduate courses that are offered at the university, all the way from film and production, journalism, psychology, and again, the Professional Development Center on site is there to help you not just grab a placement opportunity, but a relevant placement opportunity that'll help you in your career in the future. Now, I did say there are some undergraduate courses that do have some placements, and those are mostly law-related programs. So there's law with professional placement, law with international arbitration and commercial law, and criminal justice as well. Just to put a spotlight on placements, over 95% of undergraduate degrees offer work placement, and many of them offer something called the sandwich placements. And for those of you who don't know, Brunel actually pioneered the sandwich placement opportunity for students. A lot of the placements that are 12 months or over are paid, and students can apply for a bursary to help with any unpaid placements. So the university is really there to kind of help you know your worth and get paid what you deserve as well. For postgraduate students, most of the master's students can complete an optional industrial placement as part of their dissertation, and that would add points towards their final degree. Postgraduate work placement employers may even provide a salary and cover expenses. So there's a lot of opportunity for both undergraduate and postgraduate placements. Now, some of Brunel's students have gone out there to do some really cool internships and work opportunities while they were studying with us. So design students have gone on to work with companies like Adidas, Chanel, Jaguar, Rover, Land Rover, Philips, Disney, and Lego. Digital media students have worked in animation studios, have been gaming developers, and business students have worked in organizations such as Pfizer, Hertz, and other kind of big brand names as well. Now, this experience is really invaluable for students who are going out there and trying to develop a career for themselves in the world. we'd like to get you to understand the admissions process. So what you need to have to get ready in order to make an application into Brunel Pathway College. What you will require is all of the basic documentation ready on hand. Number one, all of the transcripts and certificates of the student, the English language requirements, which is usually an IELTS test or an equivalent relevant test that we do accept. A CV for the student, just in order to understand their portfolio, a personal statement, also commonly known as an SOP or a statement of purpose. Applicants with any prior UK studies must submit copies of their previous CASs and visas as well. So if you've got all of these documents in place, you're ready to now submit an application for the student at Brunel Pathway College. The one thing that we'd like to make you aware of is the IELTS, or the English language entry requirements. We do require an IELTS for 5.5 with no band lower than 5.5 for all of our foundation business, computing and economics programs. For any pre-master students who join us in January, they can also come to us at an IELTS 5.5. For our English language requirements for some higher level pathways, as we call them, so that's foundation law, humanities, social sciences, education, sports, health and exercise science, we do require an IELTS of 6. Our first year and pre-master's programs, other than the January intake, also require an IELTS 6. We do accept not just the IELTS, but also other alternative English language tests like the TOEFL, IBT, WIAC, NICO, IELTS Indicator, and the Brunelt. Now, the Brunelt is actually an internal English language test that's offered by the university, and I'll talk you through a bit more in this slide over here. So the Brunel is suitable for you if you hold a conditional offer at Brunel Pathway College but haven't quite met the IELTS requirements and scores. So there's an equivalency chart on the left of your screen where you can see the Brunel scores and how it's equivalent to the IELTS score. So say if you're applying for a pre-masters in January that we talked about, and you need an IELTS score of 5.5, if you did a Brunel, you would need to gain a score between 55 to 59 in order to qualify for that program. Now, the Brunel test is normally around £78 in fees, but we do offer a fee reimbursement of that for any students that successfully enroll at the Pathway College. If you're applying from a specific country and need to learn the entry requirements of that country, it's always best to check the latest entry requirements on the website. We're leaving a little QR code up on your screen in order to access the admissions requirements for various countries. So do scan in order to learn more. Now, planning your fees and financial planning is extremely crucial if you're coming to study either your foundation, first year, or pre-master's program at the Pathway College. So it's important to know the fees and all of the costs attached to it before your arrival. For a pre-master's program, our one semester program, which it is, the normal charge is $9,950. For a foundation program, depending on what course you're studying, either it's business, engineering, or various other programs, the fee can range from $17,950 to $18,150. For an international year one, or what we've been more kind of frequently calling first year programs, the fees are $19,250. I do have to caveat this by saying that these are the current fees for Brunel Pathway College, but the fees might get updated year on year. So if you're watching this presentation at a later date, please do make sure to check the website for the latest, most up-to-date fees. In terms of the requirements for students, other than the pre-master's program, at foundation and first year level, they are required to make a 50% deposit in order to qualify as part of their application. Students do get a joint CAS. What this means is that if a student is applying for, say, a first year program, and then obviously progressing on to the university for their second year and third year, they will get a joint CAS. So they will get one CAS that is for their duration of the entire study. That means from the time they join the Pathway College until they graduate at the university. All payments are accepted via this platform called Flywire. If you want to learn more about the fees and the fee structure, there is a link at the bottom of your screen that you can utilize in order to access that information. Apart from fees, we also do support our students through various scholarship opportunities as well. All of these, again, are listed on our website. For our foundation and first year programs, we offer scholarships ranging from £1,000 all the way to £3,000. The £1,000 scholarships are primarily early bird discounts. So if you're applying before a certain deadline in an intake, you might be eligible for this early bird discount. The £3,000 scholarships are more merit-based, on which you have to submit an application by contacting scholarships@pathway.brunel.ac.uk. So you need to drop us a little note just to explain why you think you deserve the merit-based scholarship. And obviously we have all of your details and grades in order to assess whether you would qualify. For our pre-master's program, we again offer scholarships of up to £3,000, but this is split into two. What I mean by that is you get £1,000 at the pre-master's level, but then you also get a £2,000 progression scholarship when you graduate from our end and go on to do the master's at the university. So at that progression point, you get an additional £2,000. So together, that adds up to a £3,000 scholarship. Now, this is a guaranteed scholarship for any of our pre-master's students coming to study with us. If you're nervous about studying at the Pathway College, we're here to talk you through student support and everything that's offered on site to help make a smooth journey for you whilst you're at the college and also progressing onto the university. So what kind of support do we offer? When you're part of Brunel Pathway College, you have access to various facilities and help on site. There is a library on site which has over 400,000 books and e-resources. There's a computer center with 24-hour labs that are open throughout the term. There's a student center for any administrative queries that you may have. There's also an academic skills service. If you're struggling with a particular thing like statistics or mathematics or certain computer skills, you can be part of this program called Ask, and they'll help and guide you while you're studying in order to prepare you for the university. There's also Brunel Head Start online website with various interesting resources for students in order to, as the website says, give you a head start into university. So the campus life is created in order to have a really supportive facility and study environments for all of the students. And again, a Pathway College student is like a Brunel student from day one. Now, if we talk about student life, obviously no student life is complete without understanding what's happening, not just in, but around campus as well. So like I did mention in the campus section, Uxbridge and Brunel University campus is like a mini village in itself. All the accommodation is self-catering, so you do have to cook and everything for yourself. There's an on-site supermarket called Cost Cutter. There are various cafes, bars, and restaurants available on site as well. And Uxbridge, which is the closest town and tube station, is a short walk or a short bus ride away as well. There's 2 shopping malls within this area called Uxbridge and various multiplexes, again, more bars and restaurants, a lot of nightlife and entertainment for any students that wish to kind of be there after their studies or after classes as well. The Students' Union on site is run by the students for the students. They offer hundreds of clubs and societies, and just like any other university will tell you, if you don't have an existing club and society, you can always create one as well, as long as you have the relevant members. They offer everything from club nights to varsity events and sporting events as well. So don't miss out and join Brunel University London and be part of all of this wonderful campus and sites. Now on to accommodation, which will be a huge part of any student's life while they're studying either at the Pathway College or the university. Now, Brunel University London offers both on-campus and off-campus accommodation. There are over 33 halls of residence that offer self-catering accommodation. Again, what self-catering means is that students have to cook for themselves. And there are over 4,500 students that could live on site in many variety of flats, including ensuite, studio flats. We do recommend that students apply as early as possible, but you're only able to make an application once you've received an unconditional offer and paid your deposit with us. Any payments are made via an online payment service, which makes it super easy and convenient to use. We do recommend, like I said, that you book early on, but if you do have any questions and queries that are specific to accommodation, we do recommend that you contact this particular email address called bca@brunel.ac.uk, and that stands for Brunel's Accommodation Centre. They are there to help and support with any accommodation related queries that students, parents, or agents may have. We talked about the on-site support that's offered by Brunel University London. We also wanted to talk a little bit more about what support is offered specifically within the Pathway College, because ultimately the students are coming to the college with hopes to progress onto the university. So in terms of the college support service, there's a variety of things that are offered on-site, including academic performance monitoring. If any students are struggling with their studies, they're put onto something called the Compass program, which is ultimately designed to help guide and set them up for success. There's attendance monitoring just to make sure that students are attending their classes, they don't fall below the required attendance threshold. There's disability support for any disabilities that students may have. It's always good to let your admissions officer, whoever you're liaising with, let them know about the student's disability, because we've dealt with disabilities from dyslexia all the way to any physical ailments that students may have. And it's always good to inform us so that we can put necessary measures in place in order to help students in that way. There's also a lot of guidance that is offered on enrollment into the pathway. Obviously, it can be confusing when you're trying to enroll into the pathway and you're considered a university student as well. So there's a lot of help and support around the enrollment period. There's also orientation services and helping you settle into your course and degree. Also, there's students who are finishing their program with the Pathway College ultimately want to transfer onto Brunel University London. So there's a lot of assistance offered in that sense as well. There's obviously a lot of social activities apart from the activities that are offered by the Students' Union, the Students' Welfare. And if there's anything happening on site, there is a 24/7 emergency assistance. There's an on-site security that's by the university that can help and support you at any time. So basically, I think what we're trying to say is once you're on site, we're here to help. So welcome to Brunel University London, where we talk really heavily about employability and the opportunities that students will have after. I think that's embedded into the whole admissions process from the time you're studying here. We've talked about placements, we've talked about the Professional Development Centre being on site. We really want to get our students career ready. It's a huge focus for the Pathway College and the university. So the advantage that you have to set yourself up for successful employment is, number one, the international outlook. We talked about the rankings and the international outlook that the university have. You're studying alongside students from all around the world, from over 104 different nationalities. There's plenty of networking opportunities on site, and obviously if you're hanging around in and outside of campus in Uxbridge as well. There's an award-winning PDC. PDC stands for Professional Development Centre on site, and they offer everything from interview prep to webinars to CV and other like writing support in order to prepare you for a career in whatever chosen field you want to go into. The one wonderful thing that's offered by Brunel University that's quite unique is that you're able to learn a language for free. Having an additional language is always a big bonus on your CV, so why not take that free opportunity while you have it as part of your professional development and growth? There's also a lot of opportunities for international students who are keen to work while they're studying. So there's an on-site job shop for opportunities on and off campus. Again, like we said, 95% of undergraduate degrees offer work placement opportunities. And if they don't, you can either contact the Professional Development Centre or this job site in order to help set you up. But apart from paid and unpaid opportunities, there are a variety of volunteering opportunities for various wonderful causes that you could get involved in and be a part of. And all of these things do exist, not just to enhance your CV, but also to give you some real world experience, some interaction with people, networking opportunities, just to have a more holistic growth overall for yourself as well. So we really hope if you do choose to join us, you'll take advantage of all of these wonderful opportunities on site. We want to make sure that our students are able to interact with any prospective students that are coming to site. So we want to make sure that you hear not just from us, but also from our existing and current students as well, which is why we're partnering with something called a TAP, or the Ambassador Platform. So it's a peer-to-peer platform. What this means is, as students or as agents, you could connect with this platform, get some real feedback from current students on site. You can have open and honest conversations, tell you about their experience, their day-to-day living, what Brunel Pathway College and the university has been like for them. So we have lots of different features on this platform, including virtual campus tours. Similar to Instagram and other social media platforms, our students create various content to give you a glimpse into campus life, all the way from the restaurants and bars available to the accommodation, to say a day in the life of a physiotherapist student. So there's all sorts of content that you have access to on this platform. Obviously, the key feature is the chat Q&A. We're also able to create these wonderful groups of students who are joining us for a particular intake. I mean, I was an international student myself at one point, so I understand how nerve-wracking it can be. So it's great to be part of this forum prior to you arriving on campus, so you have the select group of people who are going through the same life experience as yourself before they come onto campus, and you already create a network of friends. So the TAP platform, if you're interested and if you're a prospective student and want to learn more about the university, don't just hear it from us, hear it from our current and existing students, and really honest and live feedback. And you can scan the QR code there on the screen in order to log in and submit your interest onto the platform. So we really hope you'll be able to chat to our students. Congratulations and well done. You've made it to the end of the training session. And I think on behalf of Brunel Pathway College, we just really wanted to say a massive thank you for joining us on this journey. We hope you've learned something interesting, not just about the programs, the entry requirements, what Brunel looks and feels like as a campus. Obviously, like I said, it's quite rare to have one campus in London. Brunel Pathway College students are Brunel University students from day one, and we're really here to help and support and guide students while they're on site and help them successfully transition into the university and hopefully into very successful careers thereafter. So don't wait. Encourage your students to apply to Brunel Pathway College today, and you can submit an application via our website. So we really hope to be able to welcome your students on site. Any questions, let us know. Bye. Bit of the presentation where we tell you about what we actually offer at Brunel Pathway College in terms of our courses and level. At Brunel Pathway College, we tend to offer 3 different types of programs, and they're both at undergraduate and postgraduate level. At the undergraduate level, we offer 2 variations of programs, the first one being a foundation program. A foundation program is a great starting point for any international students from abroad or even domestic students who want to come in and experience a year before they go directly into the university. So a foundation student will complete their year with us and then progress onto a first-year program, either at the Pathway College or the university. The second type of program that we offer is direct entry into first-year studies. So students studying a first year program will then be offered direct entry into the second year at the university. So as an example, if you're doing first year business program at the Pathway College, you will then move on to the second year program directly at the university. With postgraduate, what we do offer is a pre-master's program. Now, the pre-master's program is just a one-semester program. We normally require at least 15 years of education, prior education from the student. And in terms of the variety of courses that we offer at undergraduate level, we've got everything you can expect from the really popular business and management, ICT, all the way to law, social sciences, psychology, life sciences as well. And then at the postgraduate level, that one semester pre-masters we talked about leading into postgraduate degrees at Brunel, we offer business and management, English, environmental sciences, law, engineering and design, so anything and everything that you could think of and you'd need to prepare yourselves for a master degree at the university. Deeper into the variety of programs that we offer at the undergraduate level, or what we call the undergraduate pathway. So at the undergraduate level, just to remind everyone, what we offer is foundation and first year programs. So in our foundation programs, we offer a variety of courses, including law, design, engineering, life sciences, economics and finance, business and management, ICT, humanities, and social sciences. It is worth noting that we offer 3 intakes in a year, and not every single course is offered at every single intake, which is why it's really important that when you're applying, you do check that your particular course is available in the next intake. In terms of our first year programs, we offer a variety of really popular courses, including economics and finance, ICT, and business and management. All of our first year programs are always offered in the September intake, but there might be a variety of them that are also offered in January.
House since 1901, growing from a humble agricultural college to a global leader in agricultural innovation. At Harper Adams, we don't just teach our students about the First of all, thank you so much for joining this session with me. My name is Yatin Gupta, and I'm the International Manager for Partnerships and Recruitment at Harper Adams University. It's a real pleasure to connect with you all today who play such an important role in helping students to find their right university. The aim today is to give you a clear and practical overview about what makes Harper Adams University such a special place for students. I want you to feel confident and excited when you talk to students and parents about us. So let's get started and explore all the opportunities and support Harper Adams has to offer. So this slide is a snapshot of where the future of agriculture and technology converge. Harper Adams University has been quite a powerhouse since 1901, growing from a humble agricultural college to a global leader in agricultural innovation. At Harper Adams, we don't just teach our students about the challenges facing our planet, we empower them to solve those challenges. Our projects like Hands-Free Farm, Hands-Free Hectare are real-world demonstration of how technology can create a more sustainable, efficient, and equitable food system. We offer a wide range of cutting-edge facilities, including Agritech Innovation Hub, our Future Farm, and vet education centers. We also have a dedicated farm education center, a food academy, and the state-of-art teaching and research labs. For those interested in researching insects, our entomology center is one of the best in the country. And we have a collaborative simulation lab at engineering school for those with techie minds. So overall, it's an inspiring place for students to learn, grow, and prepare for their future career. Thank you. See you for the other slides for speaking about our history. Hi. So let's speak something about our history. How did a small agricultural college become a global leader in food agriculture and engineering? What's the history behind it? So it all started back 124 years before in 1901, when the college opened to the 6 students in April 1901. The college consisted of the main building and a 178-acre of farm on its doorstep. We got the power to award research degree in 2006, and we achieved full university status in 2012. And next year, in 2026, we're going to celebrate our 125 years of making the difference. And now let's take a moment to look at what really sets Harper Adams apart. Our university is recognized nationally and internationally for quality. We are ranked #1 in the UK for job prospects and also #1 for agriculture and forestry employer reputation. We have an impressive 97.5% graduate employment rate, showing just how successful our students after they leave us. We are also in the top 10 universities in the Midlands and have been awarded TEF Gold rated for teaching excellence. These hallmarks of quality show why Harper Adams University is such a great choice for students and why we are so proud to represent it. Here you can see the leadership of our university. Our Chancellor is Her Royal Highness, the Princess Royal, and our Vice Chancellor is Professor Ken Sloan. Their guidance and expertise help shape the vision and the success of our university. And what's our mission? So these are not just words on your slides. They are the driving force behind everything we do at Harper Adams. Our mission is to create a world where no one goes hungry, our carbon footprint should shrink, animals are treated with respect, and our resources are used wisely. So in terms of the location, we have two sites. Our main campus is set in the beautiful countryside near Edgemont, and our new site is in Telford, both located within Shropshire in the West Midland region. The Telford town was named after the renowned civil engineer Thomas Telford, also known as Father of Civil Engineer, who played a key role in shaping the infrastructure of the region. The Edgemont campus is an established home for agriculture, food, and business studies, while the Telford site is focusing on digital and technology courses. Telford is renowned for its strong ties to the Industrial Revolution and its also role as a planned new town. It's also famous for the Iron Bridge, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the world's first cast iron bridge. And the West Midland boasts the largest economy among the UK combined authority, with Shropshire's economy growing faster than most of other areas in the region. It's literally right in the center, combining the best of city life and the countryside with an affordable cost of living. You will find modern shopping centers and excellent transport links, while, while beautiful parks and scenic countryside walk are just minutes away. And when we are saying we are literally centrally located, we are really well connected, making it easy for students to travel from across the UK and beyond. We are just 15 minutes away from Telford railway station and 25 minutes away from Stafford. Our new site, Telford campus, is literally 5 to 10 minutes walk from the Telford railway station, giving you the direct train links to the major cities like London, Birmingham, Manchester, and Liverpool. For international travel, Birmingham International Airport is just an hour's drive away, and Manchester Airport is also not too far. It's just about an hour and 10 minutes. So this accessibility makes Harper Adams University a practical choice for students wherever they are coming from. At Harper Adams, we offer a diverse range of subject areas that reflects our strength and industry connections. Our courses cover agriculture, animal science and zoology, business management, environment conservation, and property management. We also specialize in engineering, data science, and future technology, veterinary courses, and food and tech. So let's talk about some of our high demand courses for international students. Let's start with engineering, where we do have agricultural engineering, mechanical engineering, automotive engineering, robotics and mechatronics, data science with artificial intelligence, and data science for agri and food. Our bachelor's program are 3 years in duration with an optional placement year, and our master's program are 1 year. Please note, we are not currently promoting the placement year for 2025 summer intake for the international students. Now let's talk about the business. In business, we do have agribusiness management, digital business management, food business management, international agribusiness, and rural property and real estate management. And under zoology, we do have applied zoology, zoology with entomology, and zoology with environmental management. You could discover all of our courses by scanning this QR code on your screen. Thank you. At Harper Adams, we offer a diverse range of subject areas that
Right, so we are talking about how to get admissions to Harper Adams University in the UK. This is one of a very well-known university in the world. So they do a lot of researches in agriculture, animal sciences, and zoology. So there are loads of things happening in the education industry in the UK, and in particular, universities are working together towards research programs, world change in research programs. So you can be part of these if you want to apply to study in the UK. So I've talked about many universities in the UK today throughout my live session. I want to inspire many students to apply and grab these opportunities, because we are living in a world where w- we need educated people, we need more research, we need people to take over the future. They have to be very well prepared, have the education that they need. So agriculture, animal sciences, zoology, business management, environmental sciences, property management, engineering, data sciences, and future technologies, veterinary sciences and professions, food science and innovation. These are the different subject areas that Harper Adams University offers. So, if you want to apply to study in Harper Adams University UK, you can contact the number that is displayed on this screen. We are here to support you. We don't charge you any money to get into these universities or giving you the consultation about the universities, what courses to select, how to apply, what documents you need, and we will apply for you, and then we will get you the offer letters as soon as possible. It takes only 2 working days maximum. So we are working together with many universities in the UK to support you all the way. We want more people to come into UK for higher education, because UK's education is world class, and you can be part of this world class education, the research programs, and the research of some of this research activities that these universities are doing are worlds changing. So worlds changing, lives changing opportunities. So grab these opportunities. If you're any part of the world, you want to come and study in the UK, talk to this number. We are available to support you all the way, and we do not charge you for supporting your applications and getting into the universities and getting the visa applications done. All that we do for free. So any university fees or program fees that you need to pay directly to the university, and also if there's any visa fees and IHS charges and things like that, you have to pay directly to those authorities. So we do not charge you. If you want to apply, so please contact this number. We will get you more information. We are a proactive team. We are here to support all the way. So Harvard Adams University is one of the world's leading university. You can study agriculture, animal sciences, zoology, environmental sciences, conservation, property management, data science, and future technology. So these universities are world class. They are providing facilities, teaching, and um, uh, knowledge and understanding in these subject areas to students with world class research and teaching methods. So apply, you can contact the number, and we are here to support you. Okay, let's see the rest of the presentation.
That reflects our strength and industry connections. Our courses cover agriculture, animal science and zoology, business management, environment conservation, and property management. We also specialize in engineering, data science, and future technology, veterinary courses, and food and tech. So let's talk about some of our high demand courses for international students. Let's start with engineering, where we do have agricultural engineering, mechanical engineering, automotive engineering, robotics and mechatronics, data science with artificial intelligence, and data science for agri and food. Our bachelor's program are 3 years in duration with an optional placement year, and our master's program are 1 year. Please note, we are not currently promoting the placement year for 2025 summer intake for the international students. Now let's talk about the business. In business, we do have agribusiness management, digital business management, food business management, international agribusiness, and rural property and real estate management. And under zoology, we do have applied zoology, zoology with entomology, and zoology with environmental management. You could discover all of our courses by scanning this QR code on your screen. Thank you. So now let's speak about our English requirement and academic requirement. Overall, let's speak about our admissions requirements. So as you can see on your screen, our English entry requirement, you will notice they are quite lenient. We'll require an IELTS score of around 6.0 overall with no less than 5.5 in any component. A PT score of 65 with a minimum of 59 in each section, and a TOEFL score of 80 with minimum of 18 in reading, 17 in listening, 20 in speaking, and 17 in writing. We also offer an English exam waiver for students from certain countries, such as India, where students with 70% in English from national boards like CBSE and ICSE, or 80% from selected state board can qualify. For a full up-to-date list of eligible countries and the latest English requirement, please scan the QR code on your screen. Now let's start by looking at our UG entry requirements. For most of our BSc programs, you will need A-level grade between 96 and 120 UCAS points. For our MEng program, you will need around 136 UCAS points at A-level. And just to clarify, our MEng is an integrated master course, which means you can't apply directly to an individual MEng program. Instead, students need to enter through our UG engineering course. On the slide, you will also see the requirements for students from a few key countries. For example, students from India need 60% overall in their high school exams for most BSc courses, with at least 60% in math and physics for technical courses. And for entry to our MEng, it's 65% overall and 65% in maths and physics. Please note that these are general guidelines. Some courses may have higher or additional requirement, especially in certain subject areas. So for full details of entry requirements on each of our courses, including any subject specific or any additional criteria or any additional country, please check our website or the individual course page, or you can check it clearly on Applyboard's platform. Now for PGT academic requirement, for each country, as you can see, the qualification needed to meet either UK lower second class or upper second class bachelor's degree equivalent. For example, applicants from India need at least 60% in their bachelor's degree for an upper second class equivalent, or 55% for a lower second class equivalent. Just to mention again that these are general guidelines and some courses may have higher or additional requirements. So for full details and for any other countries, please check our website or the individual course pages. So let's speak about the cost, the accommodation cost. As we mentioned earlier, both Edgemont and Telford offers a really affordable cost of living. As you can see on your screen, here at the main Harper Adams campus, our accommodation options are both comfortable and budget friendly. For international students, a self-catered single room is just £4,468 for 42 weeks. And a self-catered shared room is even more affordable. It's just £3,473 for 42 weeks. According to the recent accommodation survey by Save the Student, a well-respected independent student money advice organization in the UK, the national average cost for student rent in the UK is £563 per month. The survey also highlights Harper Adams University, where our average monthly accommodation cost comes about £466 per month, noticeably lower than the national average. And how you can apply. So once you have accepted your offer to study at Harper Adams, you will be able to apply for accommodation online. Rooms are allocated on a first come first served basis, so it's a good idea to apply as soon as possible. To secure the room, students need to pay a £300 deposit within 7 days of receiving the accommodation offer. This deposit is fully refundable at the end of the tenancy, provided there are no damages or outstanding charges. And when it comes to paying for the accommodation, students have two options. They could pay the full amount upfront, which qualifies them for a £100 discount, or they could pay in three installments over the academic year, 39% in the first term, 33% in the second, and 28% in the third. Hi. So at Harper Adams, we know that supporting our students goes far beyond the classroom. The slide on your screen highlights the wide range of support services available available to help our students to thrive during their time here at Harper. Students facing hardship can take benefits of our financial support to help with living and course cost, including access to the Learning Fund. Our counseling services is also here for anyone who needs someone to talk to, whether it's about university life or it's about any personal matter. We also provide comprehensive well-being and mental health support to help our students to adjust to their new routine and culture and challenges. For students who need some extra help with their studies, our academic support team can assist with study strategies and guidance. And finally, we are committed to empowering every student, regardless of disability, to reach their full potential through tailored support and resources. So, whatever the need, we are here to make sure our students feel supported every step of the way. Now, let's talk about the student life and support at the university. At Harper Adams, there's so much more to student life than just studying. Social life is a big part of Harper experience, with regular events like film night, comedy shows, and the legendary Big Wednesday parties. All of this help them meet and understand new people and make the most of their time in the university. So our campus is packed with sports and leisure facilities, including a fully equipped gym, sports hall, dance and aerobic studio, squash courts, and floodlit pitches. You will find club and teams for everything from rugby, football, cricket, and hockey to motorsport, shooting, and even archery. Beyond sports, our students' union run a huge variety of societies. Whether the students is interested in music, conservation, gaming, or wants to join a cultural or international group, there is something for everyone. Thank you. This year, we are excited to offer generous scholarship for our international students. We understand that scholarships are about more than just a financial support. They are also a great way to help build students' confidence and strengthen their CVs. As you can see on your screen, for 2025, we have some excellent opportunities. PG students can receive £5,000 of their tuition fee, and UG students can receive £3,000. These scholarships are applied to the total tuition fee for the first year of the study only. Additionally, students requiring visa sponsorship having two payment options, they could pay the full year tuition fee in advance and can receive a 5% discount, or can pay in three installments with the first payment due before the cash is issued. Thank you. This slide highlights our outstanding career and placement support. Our dedicated placement and career team are based on campus, guiding students every step of the way as they plan their future. We offer personalized advice on CVs, job applications, and interview preparation, along with one-to-one career coaching and practical workshops. Students can also benefit from regular careers and placement fairs, plus access to our dedicated job portal to find exciting opportunities. We help students find part-time work that fits around their studies so they can gain valuable experience while at university. At Harper, we are committed to helping every student to achieve their career goal from day one, and our impressive ranking and graduate employment rates truly back this up. So that's it for this. Thank you for your time and for being a valued partner in supporting students' journey. If you have any question or need further information, please feel free to contact us at the email address shown on the screen. My name is Yatan Gupta, and I look forward to continuing our collaboration and supporting your work with our future students. Thank you.
Right, okay. So that was about few universities introduction in what the subject areas and how to uh, start your journey to the UK. So I've given you few universities information. If you want more information and if you want to apply to study in the UK, you can text on WhatsApp. The number is displayed in this screen. So, oh, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been nearly 4 hours. We are on live on social media. I want to inspire many students in the world to come to the UK for higher education. And I work with many universities in the UK. And I have placed thousands of students to UK universities, and we want more people, more students to come grab these opportunities. And we do free consultation for students. You may be any part of the world. We have helped students from Asia, Middle East, and Europe, and also Africa. So if you're someone who want to apply to study in the UK, any UK university, top UK universities, good universities, very well ranked universities, let us know how we can help. We are here to support all the way. Thank you so much for joining me today. Tomorrow also I'm planning to come live so I can get you more people to higher education. I can inspire many people to higher education. And you're welcome to ask any questions. Send me a message. I'm available on WhatsApp, so let me know. I'm Asiri Pereira from asiripereira.com. I'm here to support your higher educational journey all the way. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.